talk. Let's see what they're talking about, and then we'll get into it. All right. This is wild.
We can write that bitch on ChatGPT, and we all of us get our little $500.
I think it'd be too good, man. I think chat to put out. It'll be too good, bro.
Yeah, it'll be too good, dog.
Boy, we can write a script right now. Do a fucking D-list club tour in all the cities.
They're like, bro, your script is way too good for Tubi, right? Man.
So now it's like, I mean, you get a job that's not a traditional 9 to 5, you got to go out and hustle and get it. It is what it is. Whether or not shit happened behind the scenes, shit happened behind the scenes. That's alleged. We don't know. You ain't put no facts. You ain't dropped the tape on Pornhub and got your little 3,500 for whatever the fucking sign up is on the meme. So we can't fact check what you saying.
Yeah.
Minus the fact that you tarnishing your image in the process of trying to tarnish somebody else's to get a little bread. Everything's alleged.
He done blackballed himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's done.
I think he just tried to call his bluff.
And I mean,
he wanted him to settle out of court, and Tyler was probably like, "Fuck you, man." He's like, "I got you. I'm gonna put this kid out."
This last movie that Tyler just dropped that we was all clowning on Netflix. Let's face it, Taraji damn near was finna blackball herself, and he the one brought her back. So he's not against saving you if you savable. So clearly you fucked up somewhere if Tyler dropped you.
You're doing too much, yep.
I know there was a Boondocks episode where they was trying to say Buddy was fruity, but hey, whatever people do in their free time is what they do in their free time. You was a part of the cast to go get a bag, and you fucked your bag up. So
I think it was. I guarantee you, it's probably one of them situations where he thought he started smelling himself, and he thought he was one of them ones that was a little bit more valuable. Like, well, I played my part well. I think I deserve more. And Tyler Perry let him know, like, nah, I hired you for this. This is what you're gonna get paid. And if you can't deal with that, guess what's gonna happen? That little situation that happened, you get fired. Now all of a sudden you want to have a reaction, and now it's okay. Well, I'm gonna sue your ass for X, Y, and Z dollars, and I'm gonna say you sexually assaulted me. You know I'm a white man. Like I'm sorry, I had to play the race card. I had to play it. I had to play it. So you know what's gonna happen. And now because every situation that what's crazy, every situation that we have seen in 2025. Every black man that we've seen who has been a part of these allegations, we talking about Jonathan Majors, we're talking about Tyler Perry, we're talking about Shannon Sharp, we're talking about Tory Lanez. Now this one, that was a black woman situation, but you're talking about the Amber Heard, you're talking about the Blake Lively's, you're talking about all of these women. Every time somebody's on the brink of they're about to break down another barrier, some bullshit comes. Every single situation, every time somebody's about to break a new barrier or they're getting close to breaking a new barrier, some bullshit comes out. Now all of a sudden there's sexual allegations. Oh, there's rape allegations. There's abuse, whatever the case may be. Like, come on, dog. Nigga, come on.
I think some people this is my conspiracy theory, but I don't think it's too far-fetched. I think, and when I say it, I'm not saying like government. I'm saying like competitors. I think some people are agents from other competitors, other like movie production companies, like Lion Gates and all that stuff. I think they be playing chess for real. Mm-hmm. And like that dude, he probably was an agent and went out for the job, was able to get it and all that type of stuff. And they were like, look, hey, you know what you got hired to do. We just need something to tarnish because once it's out there, it can stick with you forever.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It can stick. Johnny Depp. We saw it where we understood that she was the aggressor, she was the actual abuser and everything. Yep. But she still was able to get a job. What's that new that sports analyst that was trying to get, Stephen A?
Joy Taylor?
Yeah, Joy Taylor. She got her own podcast. It's like she never did it.
Yep.
It's like what she said she was about to do. It was like what it wasn't. It's like nobody even thinking about it no more.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So
the villains are winning.
Yeah. Right. So now when you see online, even though the situation have passed or whatever, it was about to be with Stephen A. or who? No, not Stephen A. Who was about to be with?
Who? Shannon Sharp?
No, was it Shannon Sharp?
Thought the situation happened with the OnlyFans shit.
No. When she was the girl, the sports analyst was said if she don't get away, she was gonna say that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor said that.
Yeah. So even though that passed, right? They get a show, everybody forget about it, but it still sticks with you. Who she was gonna do that against?
To the shit, what's his name? Was he
wasn't the owner?
Not just
some
CEO.
big dog.
I think he was like the marketing, like the CEO of marketing, some shit like that of that.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to allude to is even after it's shown that the stuff ain't true, it still followed them to a point where as time go on, something else will happen. They were like, well, he be SAing. We're like, no, he don't do that. It was shown that she was lying. I don't believe it.
Yep.
And it just sticks with you, and it's still like whatever. So that's why I be thinking like especially with this situation. But I think he messed himself up because the difference between all the other ones, Tyler Perry is a part of the sisterhood.
And not only that though, when you think about it too, Tyler Perry is his own entity though. He's not Paramount. He's not a collab with Paramount. Ain't nobody getting rid of Netflix is not getting rid of Tyler Perry. He's his own entity, bro. So at this point, it's different from him being a P. Diddy or something like that. You really ain't gonna be able to touch Tyler Perry. And like you said, then on top of that, you got the sisterhood behind you. And I'm pretty sure you got the LGBTQ plus community behind you.
He got lucky the dude was white. He got real lucky because they definitely ain't gonna believe that shit now. So he ain't gonna hurt him at all.
So that's why. So it's over with. Like he didn't mess. Like if he not an agent, right? If you're not an agent by a competitor or some shit, like if he's not gonna get a job, bro. He's gonna be doing Geico commercials, if that.
Yeah,
he be getting coffee, bro. He be getting coffee for the actors.
He gotta get a regular job.
But like what you were saying, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna go that deep, but with all the other shit that's going on, I really think these motherfuckers believe this shit though. Like real shit. I think they really believe something happened. Like, I don't know, man. I think they somehow conjured up in their head that, maybe he fucking gave him a tap on the side or something. Like, yo, man, good job or some shit. Sexual harassment. Like, they believe this shit. And then they can actually go and get money for it. I mean,
I don't think they believe it though, bro. I think they really are. I think they really are villainous like that. And they really just say, look, he ain't have to do nothing. I can just say, just me saying it and putting it out there is already gonna put smut on his name. They don't even have to do nothing. I think that's what they do. And if it's some shit that they don't like, yeah, they definitely gonna say some shit. Well, you didn't give me the money I asked for. I was asking you for 100 mil. You said you gonna give me 10 mil. I think I deserve more than that. Nope, you only get 10 mil. You keep talking to me, I'm gonna give you 5 mil. This is bullshit. Don't worry about it. Next thing you know, a couple months down the road, boom, you get a file in the mail. Oh shit, well you being sued for $260 million. Nigga, what?
And then you gotta look at it this way. When Shannon Sharp had his situation, he was gonna settle with that girl for 10 million. And now they went and turned around and did 250. What do you think changed in that situation?
Oh, because that's what he was about to get. they heard what he was about to get.
No, it wasn't that.
What do you think it was?
Oh, I know what it was. The lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, yeah, he didn't get more.
This is a 23-year-old OnlyFans model. You think she finna turn down 10 million, bro?
Yeah.
She got that lawyer, and that lawyer put it in her ear so he can get paid too. This shit is a business. So whoever old buddy about to get hooked up with, if he get hooked up with a like a high paying lawyer, that's what I'm saying, bro. It might be an agent. I'm not talking about like
it's not gonna work.
Just replace agent with a competitor that then infiltrated somebody's situation. I'm not talking about government.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a competitor that infiltrated or a friend or somebody like that. And like, we trying to destroy this man and we need to get some dirt on him so we can do this, because this man got this core demographic of women that like the trauma bond on movies. We need to put space so we can make some of those movies, because now we see a formula that works.
It's not gonna work. The Boondocks already told us that he liked booty. I mean, if you type shit in on YouTube, it says banned Boondocks episode, and one of the banned episodes, quote unquote, is Tyler Perry. So whether that's true or not, that's his business when he go to bed at night. That shit don't hurt me none.
It do look bad. It do look bad that back then Tyler Perry got them to unrelease the episode and scrape the internet of it, but people still got it and put it on YouTube. You can find it, find it if you want to, but he went to extraordinary lengths to get that shit off and unaired.
I don't know why. Like, look at the picture right now. He just look like a sweet young Jeezy. He'd be all right.
Man, everybody had that thought at some point that he was swinging for the other side, man. Like, you can't tell me no one ever thought that shit.
Here's one more thing, though. What people don't understand, it's a little bit harder to go against people that got it out the mud. This nigga ain't getting no hand-me-downs.
Oh, no. I'm not saying,
than to go against the machine. When you go against the machine, eventually somebody in there gonna be like, you know what, shit, I got a little dirt that's tied up in that shit too. Let's just go ahead and pay him off for some hush money before my name come up in the shit. I mean, look at Diddy. Diddy was popping this shit on Breakfast Club. Hey, if I ever did you anything wrong and you got proof, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, I cash you out right now. Boom, Cassie Kane got cashed out. Then shit went south from there. You had everybody been saying, I mean, I'm from the Bronx. Everybody been saying, allegedly, Africa Bambaataa is a wild boy since shit, the 80s. They've been saying that shit. Cassie got paid out. Hassan Campbell went to the Bronx and was acting a fucking ass in the middle of the Bronx and ended up getting shot by one of the people that's there because they're like, hey, you bringing too much attention over here, man. You fucking up the trap right now.
Right.
Get that shit up out of here.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not going to be the one to judge whether something happened or it didn't happen. Hey, when you pray at night, that's between you and God and whoever fucking was involved in the shit. But you going up against somebody that got out the mud. This man gave you a chance when he didn't have to. At the end of the day, that's going to look bad on you going forward because it's other people that's into all that weird shit. I mean, they had the whole documentary of the Nickelodeon dude taking everybody's kids off to the corner and blowing bubbles in their air and doing whatever the fuck he do. And there's people like that all through the industry. So if they see that, okay, this man put you on, got your name to where it is or whatever, and you gonna shit on him like that, we just don't even want to touch you because, hey, we do weird shit over here too. We go to Diddy parties too. If I can't take you to the Diddy party and you don't know when to leave and you come see some extra shit, now you trying to out me 5 years later, I ain't rocking with it. So go start your own shit. So now you're going to have to be on there like Dr. Umar trying to go fund me a studio together.
I beg your pardon.
I really just dislike. It's some people out there that's really doing some real crazy stuff, but because you have some selfish people and they trying to get a quick buck, and they don't feel like working, they try to overly. They do some stuff like this. Now, if it come out and it's true, then I'll retract everything I say. But to me, I feel like it's a money grab, and I just hate
retracting shit. Because if it really happened the way they're saying it happened, fuck the bread. When Terry Crews had his shit, he ain't fucking want no damn bread. He was like, hey, this motherfucker make me uncomfortable. I slept on this shit for years. Fuck it. I'm out this shit. I'm tired of feeling like a slave in my own body. XYZ happened. If you feel how you feel, I just want to get it off my chest so I can move forward. Boom. Do that. And then if you got the proof that it happened, get your bread on the back end. But if bread the first thing on your mind, I'm gonna just say your Section 8 voucher just got declined, and now you just trying to swing at the fences and see who food stamps you could buy.
Fact.
Yeah, you done.
Yeah, anytime I see something come out and there been no police report, there been nothing, and this, that, and the third, and it goes straight to money. I always second guess. I don't care who, if it's a man, woman, I just second guess it regardless. Cause I'm like, I know if something like that happened to some people, they go to the police and be like, I want this dude in jail or press charges or something like that. Cause now you messing up my bread and you was trying to come on to me and all that stuff. And you got the power to blackball me and everything. And I don't know if you did that or not. So I'm you need to go to jail or some shit. And I'm giving the police everything I got.
I mean,
but
shit,
if you read the thing,
got convicted off powdered nut. That shit was 30 years old. We know that shit was still on the damn panties.
Dog, if you go read like the full article of what the man said, he said the most typical thing that everybody said, bro. Like he literally said he was scared to not work with him because he might get blackballed and stuff like that. He might resent him. He might lose his job and this, that, and that, and all that type of stuff. So he just played along when he first did the first advance. And then even when he said, you know, he denied the first advance, he came to his house again. And then that's what Tyler Perry, he did all the prayer. Like this what happened, bro. The first time he came over there, he invited him over there because this is the new show or whatever. And you know, he was kicking it, and then they was drinking, and he got too drunk, and then he went and slept in Tyler Perry guest room. Come on now, how many random people just gonna go to Tyler Perry house
and get drunk
and sleep in the guest room? So he sleep in the guest room. He said Tyler Perry got in the bed with him and started rubbing his leg.
That sounds like the academics.
Get the fuck out of here, man. That sounds like
bullshit. Dead ass.
But what's crazy is the fact that he said he's afraid to get blackballed, right?
So he already got blackballs.
Right, and you only go to two things. You only go to Tyler Perry for one or two things. One, to either revive your career because Hollywood ain't doing it for you, or you do it to give you a start into the acting career. Because
he said that as well. He said that's the reason why he was kind of like he didn't want to like deny him all the way because he knew exactly what you just said, and he was like he knew the chance, so he just went along with it. He didn't go through with it. He denied it, but he went to his house again, and then that's when because Tyler Perry invited him over, and he drove up to his house again. And then Tyler Perry pressed up on him even harder. That's what he said, allegedly. Like, come on, bro. I was like, bro, ain't no way. I would have made some excuse, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go to my mom and she ain't feeling too good and everything. If I feel uncomfortable, something. I'm not gonna
Uber, bro.
Like, this is crazy. Like that don't even.
The dude wasn't broke. He could take a goddamn Uber.
And he live in South Fulton, like in Georgia. He live in South Fulton, and where you gotta go to get to his house. Come on now, look. I know y'all seen his house. His driveway is like almost a damn 2-3 miles long already. Yep. This man got a hangar in the back. So you mean tell me you just moseyed on up there and you just drove your little Nissan Altima up in that bitch? Come on, dog. You drove your little Nissan Altima with the front bender hanging and shit and talking about Tyler Perry pressing up on you and shit. Come on, bro.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. Hey, when y'all said that shit about Terry Crews, man, I still, that's a big motherfucker, man. I just don't understand who could press up on that motherfucker and he just don't knock your ass out. Like I didn't get that part right there.
Because of his personality and who he is, bro. He ain't that kind of guy.
He's a timid dude.
But he used to be though.
Yeah, he because of football, but you know what I'm saying? But he didn't, because he's already big as it is, he don't want to be perceived as that typical black nigga. Like this nigga already big as is, so now he has to overcorrect and be like this super nice guy. Like, well, I'm already big with muscle, so motherfuckers already gonna be afraid of me. So I gotta show them this giddy, goofy, funny guy, this easy to get along with type of guy. Then you can't be afraid of me.
That plus motherfuckers that play sports, they already. I mean, it's a level of gayism to playing sports. Basketball, football, they spank each other on the ass, whoop de whoop. You know what I mean? So
I never liked that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
Good play, boy. I'm saying, bro, if you don't get your
if you do that shit one more time, I'm about to steal off on your ass.
High five. Like, don't smack my ass, bro.
Like, if they already preconditioned to get comfortable with the little love taps, then the motherfucker come spank him on his belly button but rub his tip. He walking off like, whoa, that's different. You know what I mean? In the heat of the moment, he probably ain't trying to fucking react. He trying to decompress and like, what the hell was that? Like, everybody hit me on the cheeks. This man over here palming my shit. Like, he on a Donald Trump, grab him by the middle. Like, hold on,
I'm not saying a cat. I'm not saying he lying. I'm not saying he lying, but I'll just even the dude that did the pushing up, I'll be like, that's surprising that he would even push up on some motherfucker that big. Like, you got these little timid motherfuckers, not
you got some people that want to assert their dominance on people, and because Terry Crews was a big guy, whatever, I think it was like that dominant situation because that Hollywood
key element,
that Hollywood shit, bro, that shit real, bro. Like how many people he did that to and saw the opportunity to like, I'm finna show who the real G up in this thing. He go find the biggest dude and do that shit and say, yeah, say something.
But it ain't even that. Yeah. I'm forgetting the key element. So when they remixed the alphabet, before the alphabet got remixed and put on Front Street, we had a now forbidden F word.
Yeah.
F words. Even the gay people, to an extent, didn't like the F words because they like, hey, y'all just do the most. So you get somebody that go by that 6-letter F, they gonna do whatever because they just feel like they could do what they do. So if that's what pushed up on him, he already played sports and preconditioned to be half comfortable with half of the little funny shit. He over there scratching his neck like, hold on, did that just really happen? Like, let me go talk to the homies. Like, does he do this to you? And they all like, nah, that's all you, big dog.
Like I ain't telling nobody. Shit. That shit staying with me till I die. Shit.
I mean, some people take it to the grave. Some people just like, you know what, fuck it. If each one teach one, if I could save somebody, it might take me down. But if I could save the next person, just go ahead and air it out. But that's where we drive back to the point where, do you want money or do you want justice?
Oh yeah, that definitely would have to be.
I think most people
blurring the line.
I think most people would take the money over justice because
most people would.
That's just the society we in right now. I think most people they feel some type of way about it, but he in jail and you still struggling. And can't work because now you blackballed because of what you did, or I can get some money and be blackballed. That's why I think a lot of people looking at it in that way.
But you a supreme Negro. They ain't never stopped selling dice.
Yeah.
Go run the dice game, man. It's 100 ways to get it.
No, I totally get it, bro. I totally get it. I'm just saying, I think just in today's society, depending on like your worldview on shit, how you was raised and all that type of stuff, you have people with that selfish mindset. They it's about the money, it's about the bag. Everything's about the bag. He did something bad to me, I'm about to hit his pockets. They not saying just I'm gonna hit his pockets. Yep. Just like the Terry Crews situation. The Terry Crews situation. It was about the money because if he went and asked other people and was like, yo, have that ever happened to you? They were like, nah. Because they were protecting the bag. They didn't want to say, yeah, and if you finna go tell, I'll be with you.
Yeah,
it's about the bag.
Yeah, then I go fuck with their money.
Exactly.
I can see that, but at the same time, it's like, shit, fuck the bag. You can always go fucking get some damn money. So come out and you know, get this person off the street, and then you might catch a couple affiliates. It might be a couple people just because you outed this person. I mean, you might get a couple Jane Does that come out and be like, hey, you know what? I don't got the courage you got, but hey, if this is where we going with it, I'll put my name back there. You know, I'll come into court with a ski mask on if they let me and give my testimony. I just don't want y'all to know it's me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yep. The thing is, they shouldn't make it that easy to be able to sue somebody, man. Like I know a lot about it. I had that shit happen to me, man. So I fucking know about it. But that shit is not cool.
What you was doing in these streets?
Yeah, bro. No, I had some psycho ass fucking girl that moved in my house, and she only stay here a month, bro. And fucking
you got Antoine.
Yeah, bro. Hey yo, your boy. Hey, someone
knocking at my door. You moved her in the house. She didn't move in the house. You moved her in the house. She did not move in the house, dog.
Bro, that's your man. I got served.
Bro, own in the house, crazy bitch.
No. She's gonna be just a roommate. She's just a roommate. No, it was just gonna be a roommate situation. That was it. But that shit only lasted a month. So I got served with papers. She sued me for $500,000.
What?
500. 500. It was for $500,000 for emotional distress.
I beg your pardon.
500,000.
Yeah, 500 grand, bro. I'm telling you, man. Hey, crazy shit, bro. It was so crazy. I thought it was. I was like, I don't know who the fuck she thought I was, man. How the fuck you think I got 500 grand?
Pay 1 month's rent.
Father's name.
Did you see him?
Emotional distress, 500 grand.
Nah,
yo,
bro.
and I was about to just ignore that shit because I was like, anyone's got to think she's crazy as fuck, like this is stupid. And I thank God I had a friend I told that worked at a lawyer's office. It was like, yo, motherfucker, you better respond back because if you don't, if you get some asshole judge that says, oh, you disrespected my court, you didn't show up, then they would have just granted it to her. So, like, I'm glad I did.
People are about the bag these days, bro. They don't care. They about the bag. Even if they stupid, because we like shout out to Anton Daniel. You got room 9 people that are integrated into regular society. They were not supposed. It's supposed to be separate. Now they in society, so they suing somebody for $500,000 like they got it. It just the number just sound good. Like there's no calculation of emotional distress that hey, I need $10,000 because I've been going to therapy and to a therapist because of the emotional distress, and my average cost for these sessions is this, and I've been going for this. I just need that covered, so I'm suing for $20,000 or whatever because you've been going for 2 years. Nah, I want $500,000. That's what I want.
So someone had to file that shit too. Someone wrote the shit down and filed it. And this is the thing though.
And look, and then she got friends that like, bitch, go get your money. Go get $500,000 shit. I do $600,000. Goddamn shit.
So the thing is, she could have said she didn't make any money. Yo. So if you go and file against someone, you can prove that you ain't got a lot of money, and they'll do it for free. But whoever you trying to sue got to pay like $300 to file it, and then fuck just to file the shit. And then all right, so I'm gonna tell you this part real quick. The real fucked up part about it is I don't know if you guys know, but your homeowner's insurance can do a lot of shit. So like I just took a wild fucking shot at it. My homeowner's insurance covered and got me a lawyer. Yo, the lawyer called me and was like. She's like, I'm trying to get a hold of this girl. She's not fucking answering. She's not answering the phone. All this bullshit. So I'm trying to help her out. She let that shit slip and said, I'm trying to help her out. The biggest thing is she didn't believe me. She believed the old girl, all the shit she was saying.
Of course.
And that's kind of what I got from it. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, like it's the good thing she's not responding back. Just fucking send her whatever you gotta do so we can get this shit thrown out. So she finally got a hold of this girl, and she was a white girl. Or the girl who lived with me was black, and the lawyer girl was white. This bitch went off on the lawyer. So I'll come down there and fuck all y'all up. He's like, you keep She just fucking let her ass. She's like, fuck your white ass up and blah blah blah. So the lawyer went up and got a fucking restraining order against her.
Damn.
And that's the only way she got it thrown out of court.
Whoa.
Hold up. The girl that was living with you talked to your lawyer like that?
Yeah, talked to a lawyer. Said she's gonna come down to the office and fuck them all up.
Room nine. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Room nine.
Yeah, crazy. I'm glad she showed a true shit.
Did you get a hug? Did you at least preview a damn OnlyFans pics? Like, how the hell you get this far deep?
Man, yo, bro, I got a service to find me this girl. It's not even like I look on Facebook. It was I paid someone to find me someone to move in here. End up being the craziest bitch I've ever seen in my life.
So what happened? You had the bubble guts one day. You walked in while she was in the shower.
Hey, I told her, like, yo, man, you need to stop smoking weed in my house. I think that's what pissed her off.
Damn. So $500K for the 3.5?
Hey, but no. What really happened is she got high as fucking, ran her car into a building, and people were in the building, so she was getting in trouble. So she came out to me saying I caused emotional distress because I kicked her out, or because had.
So you kicked her out, and then she ended up running a car in a building, and she
right after she moved out,
and because she did that. Okay, I see where the $500,000 came from. She got some shit that she was about to run into.
She literally,
like, no pun intended. She was finna run into some shit. Like you had people probably that was going to be suing her.
So she came up to me
because I'd have just started calling you Nate off the rip because she was in a big time.
Oh God, bro, what the fuck? Listen, bro.
No, bro.
Y'all,
and I'm telling you, the cops ain't shit either, bro. Because she came in, the way a lot of shit happened. She came in the house, she kept slamming my door, and I walked out one day. I was like, "Yo, stop slamming my fucking door! Like, if you stop slamming it, you wouldn't." Because she knocked something down. I started walking back to my room. She said, "Fuck you, fat motherfucker! I shoot your ass!" And yo, my boy stayed the night. My boy stayed the night, so he was in my guest room. So he heard all this shit, and she going crazy. And I'm like, man, whatever, bro. Yo, he beelines it to me. He's like, dog, she got a gun in her hand, man. Like, you need to call the cops. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh shit, call the cops, bro. I call the cops. She goes outside, talks to the cops first. Cop comes up to me. He's like, hey man, what's going on, bro? I'm all like, what? I'm like, do you hear the story, man? Yeah, I come home. She said she gonna shoot me. She got a gun. And then he was like, it's not illegal to have a gun in Arizona. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. So he was like, yo, she said she's gonna be cool. Just, hey man, she just got a week left to live here. Just be cool with her. I'm like, what the fuck you shitting me, man? So he had like she was doing me a favor. She said she's gonna leave for a couple hours, and she just had to grab some out of the room, and then she was gonna leave. She grabbed some out of the room. I'm in the kitchen, bro. If you ever see someone look at you like they just fucked you and they just got away with it, bro, that's that look she gave me, and I was like, man, I'm scared. And then it was because it was a male and a female cop, and the female cop, she said, well, if you're scared, why don't you get a restraining order? Like, you little bitch, if you're scared, why don't you get a restraining order? I was like, okay. So I got a restraining order, and it took goddamn almost a week for them to serve her ass with it. But yeah, man. So yeah, that was my roommate story out of fucking hell, bro.
Fat motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. Hell nah, brother. Listen, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and hit that bell notification, man. Listen, bro, we got another topic, bro. And it's a lot of these liberals. They still out here lurking, bro. They still out here in these streets. They get ran over, they get fucked over, and all kind of shit. and so we gonna watch a video. Hold on, dog. You ain't gonna just say, "Hey, man, they getting ran over."
On GTA.
Hey, that's basically what it is.
How you jumping from a car?
That's basically what's going on, dog. Because I'm guessing, I don't know what the fuck they think they're doing. I don't know who in their right mind told them they finna stop a car. Because if you got somebody who trying to get to work, they're like, man, fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all be got the way. I'm finna run every last one of y'all over. But I guess I don't know who the fuck they think they are. So we're gonna watch this video and then we'll react to it, bro. This shit's wild. I know that leg on.
Get that gas.
Well,
they so fucking. Hold up, Courtnee. They so fucking dumb. Why y'all standing her up on a leg that she got ran over with? Let her lay down and make sure the leg is not broken. They ain't even assess the situation. They like, bitch, get your ass up.
They still work. That's crazy.
That ain't broke.
We gotta protest. Man, get your ass up.
No days.
That's crazy.
Definitely in LA.
Yeah, see, I didn't even see the full clip.
What y'all think she called her job?
Every last one of them paramedics, like that's what your ass gets.
What y'all think she? What was the excuse y'all think she used to call
I want the citizens that right now.
She missed the me bound.
Now she said her mama died or some shit, and then she gonna work with a broke ass leg. Like what kind of y'all playing basketball or some shit at the funeral or some shit?
Hold on, let me play another video. Hold up. Let me play another video.
Hey, they in LA, man, so they'll take that shit. They'll do it.
They can do shit.
Hey, buddy got a pot of them.
Oh hell!
What the hell is that?
They busted that tail light.
Yeah. But they surround like a mob around that joint.
Oh shit! Okay, I know I was tripping, but what the fuck is that?
Oh, they hit the tail light.
I ain't nobody know what the fuck was going on for a second there, my guy.
Yeah, no, that's it. The tail light get to cracking. That's what made him speed off like that.
What y'all screaming for? Y'all in the middle of the street.
That's what I don't get, bro. They screaming like that was not deserved.
Crazy taxi.
Hey, at least he hit the brakes right there. He or she, whatever.
He said, I ain't gonna hit you. I'll run over you.
Hey, watch the fuck out!
Hold on, bro. See, this is shit that I'm talking about, bro. How you gonna tell somebody watch the fuck out? You in the middle of the fucking street. You in the middle of the street. You in the wrong. You are in the wrong. Not the car. Get the fuck out the way. If you get hit, that's on you. That's what they make sidewalks for.
They stupid. But me and my wife went. We went to Portugal, right? And they was protesting. This was at the time when that Ukraine stuff first started happening.
Yeah.
Everybody that was supporting Ukraine, they was on the sidewalks with the signs up and everything, so people can pass and this, that, and the third. But hey, we can see you on the side on the sidewalk, bro. Like, what's the difference between you on the sidewalk with your signs up and you in the middle of the street? Because my whole thing with the middle of the street thing, y'all just don't know Like you got people that's on your side, right? Let's just be objective. You got people on your side got important stuff to attend themselves, and you stopping them from doing that. They can't protest with you today. Maybe they can do that shit tomorrow, but they probably the caregiver for their mom or some shit. And you in the middle of the street and stopping them from doing that to let people know about illegal immigrants in this bitch, and they ICE coming to pack their ass up. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's crazy for them to be doing a protest, saying how shitty America is, but they in America with a flag of the country where they was at.
That they don't want to go back to.
Exactly.
Here go my thing. It's not that they got the flag from where they came from. It's the fact that at a couple of them damn protests, y'all went as far as to burn the flag as to where the fuck you at. I don't know why America is such a first world country to where everybody just feel like, you know, we could just be passive aggressive to everybody. But I'd have been to a couple countries, they pack your ass up for less.
Oh no. If you go to Morocco and you start burning shit there, dog, it's on site.
They will strip you naked for wearing fatigues in Nigeria.
Yep.
I went to high school out there. If you wear camo pants that matches the same camo that the officers and soldiers and everything wear, they will strip your ass naked. Or you getting packed the fuck out. They're going to tell you to take it off. Problem is, they not arguing with your ass. The minute you start trying to get frictional, shit. R.I.P. fam. You merch.
No, Brittany Griner was in a different country and just had a little bit of weed. I mean, not weed. They had the little cartridge for the vape, and they was like, "Nah, you can't." That's their rules at their country. If you don't follow, like outside of America, if you don't follow the rules, bro, you getting packed the freak up. You're not coming to you're not even. I think it's somewhere. It's a rural part in Japan that's real pretty, bro. They are limiting tourists there because they be disrespecting their rules and everything there. They finna limit it. Like so America is the only place that we just sit there and let them burn the flag of the country. First of all, y'all so free and everything. Y'all get government assistance and everything. Y'all have enough time to go to these protests to do this shit. Where if you was back where you was at, if you was back in Mexico with the flag that you holding up, you wouldn't even have the liberty to do this stuff and still receive money subsidized. You know what I'm saying? I just to me, I understand people are emotional about the situation, but I'm looking at this thing from a logical perspective. It don't make sense to me no matter. That's how my brain works.
Yep.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense at all. Nothing good is going to come out of it. I mean, I don't know what they expect. The biggest thing with me, if someone was walking across the street, a whole line of people, and they were trying to get to the other side, don't hit them. But if someone's surrounding my fucking car, bro, I'm going to do the same shit. Like, I don't understand how they don't think that kind of scares someone, that you got all these people surrounding your damn car and that they just ain't gonna hit the gas. Like, I don't understand what goes on in your mind.
It's like
it's crazy.
They think you should not. They think you shouldn't be scared. Like, you're in your car and you got all these people around here banging on your car, and you thinking I just supposed to sit there and let you mess up my ride. And I'm in this compromised situation. Y'all got weapons and shit. I'm out this bitch. I'm scared.
Do you want to know why? I seen them pictures from back when I just graduated from diapers back in 1992. When y'all drug that man out that damn semi-truck and damn near beat his skull off his head. Yeah. Fuck no. If I get 3 people around my car and if one of y'all even fucking moon me, I'm hitting that ass.
I'll be about to run over the water boys in Atlanta when they start coming to my car. I'm gone. I don't want no water. I don't know what y'all got going on, bro.
There was another video I seen. It was somebody in like a Raptor in California. They was making a left turn. They went into the intersection. They waited the whole damn green light. The light turned yellow. Obviously, they can't stay in the intersection. They proceeded to turn. They tried to stop at the crosswalk, and somebody punched his car, so he just punched the gas. It's hit for hit. Get the fuck out the street.
speed bumps, bro. I'm running over your ass.
I really don't care about the protest. I think it's stupid, but like if you want to protest, cool. That's what you want to do and everything. But when you stopping people from going to work or they got to go back home, they got to go to their kids, they got to pick up their kids from wherever and everything. You stopping them for their day-to-day duties as a citizen, a father, a caretaker, a worker, a doctor, all these things. It's like counterproductive. Y'all saying that America is trash and our medical field is trash. We don't have the best health whatever infrastructure, whatever. But then if you need some help, you stopping them people from helping you.
And that's the thing, they delayed
that same look. Check it. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. The same chick that just got ran over, all these people getting ran over. Y'all literally doing a protest standing in the street. She is hurt. And y'all are stopping her at the same time to get the assistance that she needs.
I can't remember what I read, but I think her response time was delayed by like 12 minutes just because people was in the street. So y'all need to clear out when y'all seeing the sirens.
Yeah.
Because y'all trying to prove a point. And that's my thing with these protests. I mean, I'd have had 1,000,001 arguments on Facebook behind this shit. I don't really give a damn what you want to stand up for. Just like that governor in fucking Florida said, or I mean the sheriff. You have a right as a citizen. I don't know about everybody applying for citizenship, but as a citizen, you have a birthright to speak the fuck up for whatever you believe in.
Yeah.
But you don't have a right to hinder everybody else from their daily lives.
Right.
Yep.
One. For two, the reason why I feel like this no king shit was fucking disrespectful as fuck. I don't care if you rock with Trump, don't rock with Trump, whatever. That's between you and your fucking family circle that y'all hoop-de-raw with some damn graham crackers and marshmallows around the campfire doing y'all seances at night. But it was also the 250th fucking anniversary of the Army. The main reason y'all have a reason to fucking even feel safe enough to do this bullshit. So y'all disrespected all the fucking veterans and stuff by doing this shit because y'all want to fight for people that don't fully have they shit together. Now, does the government have a part in that? Yeah, sometimes a lot of these people, it do take extra time for their paperwork to get processed and stuff. It's people, they put their paperwork in 90 days into being in the country, and 4 years later, they still ain't got a callback appointment. I get it. People is frustrated. But at the same time, if you want to stay here, you disrespecting the people that fucking even gave you the opportunity to have a voice to be here. And that's why I think people got life fucked up at.
The people got life fucked up because I think some people live in a should-based reality in their head. And they look at things from an absolute perspective. It's like it should be this or that. This is wrong and everything. Any decision that's made in government is not going to be 100% perfect that everybody is going to be happy.
It's not supposed to be.
It just does not work like that.
But your mom and daddy don't be on the same page. What the fuck y'all think government finna be?
Right. So it's going to be some things or some changes that's going to affect people regardless. And just because it doesn't affect you in a positive way all the time doesn't mean you can go out and wild out. Because I understand if you vote Republican and when Democrats had control of pretty much of all the houses, they had it for like what 12, 14 years or some shit like that.
Shit, more than that because they had the whole house when Trump was in there last time. Yeah,
so they had all that control all this time, and I'm pretty sure Republicans were affected by that. People who voted conservative, all these different things that been going on that that Republicans didn't like and everything. Yeah, were there protests? Yeah, it was some bad actors in it. Yes, but nobody said anything when the cops came and shut their shit down. It was good. Get their ass out of there. Get them racists up out of there and everything. It was good. But now you got You got people burning the American flag and fucking up downtown. And I think within the last conversation we had the other night, these places that can't survive, these mom and pop stores that can't survive, and then you're gonna wonder why these stores packing their shit up and they leaving, and now resources gonna be kind of low with y'all.
Hold on, let me do this. Let me play another video really quick, and it's still similar to this same topic as well. So Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger was on and talking about immigration and how America definitely has impacted him to become the person that he is today.
Wait, before you play that though, my thing is to everybody that's finna watch this going forward, catch the restream or whatever. Okay, when you guys do this stuff, think long term. If you're flying a flag from somewhere, I don't give a fuck if it's that blue and white flag with the star in the middle, I don't care if it's that red, black, and white flag or whatever with the green on it that y'all be flying for all them people over there. First of all, the Mexicans, I got a hell of a lot of Mexican homies. I understand that. Y'all down the street. I'm in Arizona. Y'all down the street. Like, I could throw y'all a rope and bring y'all in.
Thanks.
But a lot of y'all motherfuckers, when y'all get y'all passports, y'all ain't going to Israel. Y'all ain't going to Palestine. Y'all ain't doing this and that. And a lot of y'all black folk, y'all ain't speaking up for Somalia. Y'all ain't speaking up for Sierra Leone when they going through their shit. Y'all wasn't speaking up for Rwanda back in the day. And, y'all be getting beef. Y'all be getting into beef with people that come over from Africa over here talking about, oh, y'all ain't FBA, y'all ain't this, y'all ain't that. But y'all cape for all these other motherfuckers that y'all know, okay, yes, I get it. Hector outside of Home Depot, good stand-up dude. He ain't never did nobody no wrong. He done borrowed money. He done paid you back. He don't even got your phone number. He done found you and paid you back. I get it. That's that. But at the same time, we not going to ignore the fact that there is a drug crisis. And sorry, but a lot of where the drugs are quote unquote tied to happens to be where you from.
Yep.
This ain't the first time we did this shit.
Facts.
Colombia done went through this shit. Before there was whatchamacallit, I forget his name right now, from fucking Mexico. You still have Pablo Escobar.
Escobar, yeah.
It's been other players before you had homie from Mexico that they just picked up a couple years ago.
Oh fuck. What was his name?
El Chapo.
El Chapo, yeah, there you go.
So we get it, and we know that there's a whole underworld that's a dirty game too, but we not gonna get into all that. I ain't trying to get the stream sniped. As a good human, as a good Christian, love thy neighbors, love thyself. I understand why y'all out in these streets.
Right.
But to disrespect the place that you sleep at night, to fight for somewhere that you wouldn't even go, or somewhere that if you go and your happy ass, go lucky ass get caught, knowing that you was outside of that country and was in America, they kidnap your ass and hold your whole family for ransom, that's kind of disrespectful. It's disrespectful to you. I feel like it's disrespectful to the people you fighting for. It's disrespectful to the people that's in the military, that's out here busting their ass. I mean, I get it. A couple people joined for the little Hellcat and them damn Chevy SS like we be making all the memes and clowning them for. But it's deeper than rap at the end of the day. When these people are out here putting their life on the line, hell, we got war veterans that get pulled over by cops and get abused and disrespected by cops. That don't sit right with me.
Yep.
This motherfucker damn near died so that you could be out here even just patrolling these streets and you disrespect them. They be in uniform and y'all be macing them and doing the worst.
And here's the big, and let me piggyback on that real quick, bro. Because what a lot of people don't understand too is they don't understand how privileged we actually are in America. They don't understand how blessed we are to be in America. Nigga, I was literally just watching a video earlier today. Motherfuckers are getting bombed while they at work in real time. They getting bombed. There was a reporter doing an actual report, and their whole building just got bombed. They had to get up out of that bitch. That's what's happening in Israel. And we over here complaining because you over here illegally. Do y'all even what people don't understand is the fact you can't even go to the place that's a third world country in Israel. You can't even go over that bitch. You can't even sneak over that bitch. You done for if you try to sneak over there into Israel. and y'all over here hooping and hollering, complaining about becoming an illegal, jumping the fences and coming over here. You mad because they want to send you back because they want you to do it the right way?
Because we too privileged, bro.
We are. We are. You know what I call America? I call America the simp. America is a simp to all countries. We are the niggas who got the money. We are the, we are the nigga that the chicks that put in their phone, food, gas money. That's what we are to the other countries. We are the simp.
We selling them stamps.
Yep.
They buying all our stamps and they eating good, and we out here trying to rub two nickels together to see if we can make some shake.
Yep.
And that's the whole reason I named my whole channel Unbiasedly Raw. Don't get me wrong. Do I have my side that I lean to? My body, yes, I do. But at the end of the day, I can still see the middle line.
Yep.
The middle line is this shit is wild disrespectful. I'm sorry. Brittany Griner went over there. You committed a crime, knowingly or unknowingly. We done had rappers going overseas for years. Even the rappers know, hey, I'm not going to fly with this shit with me. It's drugs. Drugs is illegal everywhere. But it's trappers everywhere. When you get to Russia, you talk to your teammates. One of your teammates, that's their home country. They grew up with the trapper that's over there.
They got Tell them, hey,
I need a little 3-5. I'm going through it. My flight was long as hell. My muscles are sore. God's good greenery is what get me right. Patch me up. And they're going to go get you something. A lot of these promoters and all that, when them rappers and stuff touch down in your city, they the ones that's fucking over there bringing shit up to the shows and stuff for these rappers and stuff to smoke on. Unless they come into like Arizona or something, and they stock up the tour bus to bring it back to the hood because the closer the further away you leave from the source, the more profitable the shit becomes. So, if the little 3-5 going for 20 over here, the shit going for 100 over there. So now they're trying to run a couple pounds back because their books were short.
Exactly.
They business managers stuff that messing up their bread. They ain't paying them and stuff. But at the end of the day, the thing is, I just feel like it was disrespectful. Like Brittany was over there. We got out. She got out. She got traded. Russia played chess the entire fucking Biden administration. She got out. They got back head honcho. Matter of fact, I'll bring it to you this way. We protesting for all this stuff, and motherfuckers sat up here and play story mode on Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
Was you up there with Russians shooting up the airport?
Yep.
When has your flight been delayed because your airport got shot the fuck up? Y'all don't have it that bad.
You really don't. You really don't. A lot of these motherfuckers actually got it good. Even the motherfuckers in the hood. The people in the hood today, they still got it better than a lot of people in the third world countries. Those people in the third world countries would only wish that they could be in that same position, dog. My biggest thing is, and again, maybe I'm just that far removed, or maybe I'm just not that plugged in. But because I've been in the position now, of course, I didn't come from a place where we had riches, but I came from a place of privilege where I had both parents in the household, where my parents were able to get me the things that I wanted. Of course, I had to work for it in certain aspects. I was that black kid. I got my car at 16. I was privileged enough to get that, but I still had to work for the shit, right? I still had to learn the value of $1. I still had to learn these different things. I still had to learn how to get out the mud because my parents just didn't give the shit to me. I had to earn it, right? And so that's why I think a lot of people who do come over here, the ones who mean well, the ones who really out here just trying to get to it, they really want a better lifestyle. They want to get away from the bullshit, so they do things the right way, and they come over here, build businesses, they build a life, they become rich, famous, whatever the case. The reason why they look at a lot of Americans in a certain light is because these individuals, they get it out the mud. And the people that are over here, we have so much opportunity because they come over here because we made more money. There is a land of opportunity. But a lot of us don't take advantage of that. But what pisses me off is the fact that the people that do come over here, like you were saying, you waving your flags and doing all this shit, you slapping us in the face. It's like, nah, nigga, we allowed you to come over here, but yet you doing all this because like when we wake up and we tell you like, nah, bitch, like you ain't just finna keep spending my money and taking my money, you ain't finna give me no play. So I'm finna send you on your fucking. I'm finna send you back to where you came from. You ain't finna keep smooching off of me. You gotta go. You can't get pissed off when I say when I wake up and now I got these standards. Like, nah, you ain't finna keep getting this money up out of me. No, and then you got the nerve to wave your flag in front of me. Wait, you in my hometown, you in my home place, and you waving your flag in front of me? Nah, we don't work like that. So,
I really don't care if you wave your flag because that's where you're from and everything. My whole thing is, I think some people have a misconception, especially in the black community, that you got a lot of people that just like, oh, we don't want illegals here. It's not that. It's like, hey, yo, if you over here and you doing your thing and you on the hush mode with it, hey,
fact.
you know, it's cool, right? But if you out here doing stuff and you wilding, that's a whole different situation. Now it's like, yo, you're gonna have to get on up out of here because now you blowing up the spot for other people that's trying to chill. Right. And I don't care if you want to wave your flag because that's where you're from. You know, you're proud of where you're from, and you just a product of your circumstance, and you just had to do what's best for you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? But if you waving your flag and you saying fuck America and you burning the flag,
that's what I'm
while Americans are at work and paying for you being subsidized to be here, that's a whole different. That's the spit in the face that I got.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the slap in the face. You waving your flag, you doing all you talking shit about America, the place that you live in, the place that, like you said, subsidizes you, and yet you waving your flag, not in the sense of being proud, but you waving it to be an asshole. You're doing it to be an asshole because you think you're proving something, but you must forgot where you at. You can wave your flag all day, but I catch you and find out that you're illegal. Guess what? I'm sending your ass back. You can wave your flag over there. Now, if you somebody who's doing what you're supposed to do, you're doing things by the book, and you know you're doing your papers, and you just gotta wait. Cool, and you working, you staying out the way. You doing what you're doing. You're going home, taking care of your family. Hey, salute to you. You doing your thing. Hey, you are a contributing member to society because you stand out the way. You just making your money, do what you got to do until you become a citizen.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you, and this is where it get controversial. I don't give a fuck if you not staying out the way. Dead ass. Be all off in the way. I don't give a damn. But the thing is, have a little bit of respect. Just a little bit. Like,
yeah.
It just makes how I feel a lot clearer, man.
No, here go the thing though. Our natural born citizens. I'm sorry. I didn't get to choose my circumstances. God chose to place me wherever he placed me throughout my life. I was born in the hood. There's kids that before their 4th birthday, they seen a dead body. They ain't had shit to do with them.
Yep.
And the bodies they see is shit that happened in the worst way.
Yep.
The same way you see all them bombs dropping and shit in Palestine, these motherfuckers that suffer from drive-by shootouts. It's mamas outside in the streets that done held their babies in their hand, blood all over it. They can't sleep at night for the next 20 years.
Yep.
I feel it's real disrespectful to come over here and start burning the flag here when you got it sweet and you doing whatever the fuck you want to do, and you just stepping on them that had their own in-home PTSD, let alone the people that, you know, chose to suit up and go fight for the country and go overseas and actually get thrown into conflicts that ain't have shit to do with them. Because let's face it, at the end of the day, wars between countries is still just battle of the egos. We just watch fucking Zelensky or whatever come over here and start trying to beg for help and be disrespectful and get called out by Trump and Vance in the White House.
Dead in his face. Dead in the face.
and Russia over there in the middle of the shit.
Yep.
The whole fucking planet just runs off ego, to be honest. But if I invite you into my mama house, it's not even my house, bro. I got rules I gotta follow. This is my mama house. Don't come in my mama house breaking shit.
Facts.
Because now I gotta answer for that. You still get off scotch-free. You can still leave. I gotta stay here.
Yep.
That shit wild disrespectful.
Yep. I agree. No, I fucking agree with that. 1,000%.
Y'all shut the fuck up. We can get into the video.
I agree with that 100%. Let's listen to this man Arnold, man. See what he got to say.
You are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Yeah. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant. I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine they came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. Yeah. Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and it is the land of opportunity. And I think because I'm such a proud American and a proud immigrant that came to America, I was asked to do, on July 4th, a big speech, the keynote speech at Mount Vernon, where George Washington was laid to rest, and where he lived and all that, to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, the existence of America. And I will be doing the speech there. They asked me because I'm an immigrant, and there will be 7,000 some people there, and there will be people that will be sworn in and will become citizens that day.
That's great.
So it's really a great celebration. And this is what this is all about, is to celebrate people becoming Americans and coming to America and all that. And so I just think the world of the great kind of a history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and they're the foreigners, they are not smart.
Did you see that?
Oh, the girls got mad.
No. Look at the lady in the black next to him to the right.
Oh yeah. Hold on, watch.
No, you heard her gasp. She said, and she started touching him because she was trying to interrupt him. Because she didn't like when he said legal. Now look out, like she's a lawyer, right? Look how conditioned we are as Americans that when you hear legal, it's a bad thing.
Right, watch this.
Legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are to celebrate be sworn in and will become citizens that day.
That's great.
So it's really a great celebration. And this is what this is all about, is to celebrate people becoming Americans and coming to America and all that. And so I just think the world of the great kind of a history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and they're the foreigners, they are not smart, because when you come to America, you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can to keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do, rather than committing a...
We don't have this kind of show over here.
Look at that hand. She trying to interrupt him.
Crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better.
You hear that? She's trying her best to interrupt. She's trying her best to interrupt.
Now, this is the crazy thing, right? Is, and I love talking about worldviews. Her worldview is so warped because she's so Americanized. This is what he's talking about, right? He was an immigrant. He brought himself up. We all know Arnold Schwarzenegger because of his movies and the iconic right? So we know who he is and how much he did, and he got foundations. He even became a governor. Like, he's an immigrant, and he became a governor. So we understand he has a full understanding of everything what he's saying because he went through the whole process, even giving back to to the country, but she never lived it, and she's trying to tell him she was about to try to correct him on where he's off at. That's wild.
Yeah. She's trying to say like, whoa, that's not supposed to be like that. I guarantee, like, her parents may have been immigrants, but like, she definitely had the life. So she may think she knows a little bit about something, but no, she definitely had the typical for a female American life, probably pretty padded. Nothing has ever happened to her that was, like that wasn't, she didn't think it was fair. If it wasn't fair, then she's got pretty privilege, so that will get thrown out the way. Like, I mean, I don't understand how some people go through life like that and it works for them. But the thing is, once they get like 45, 50, bro, that's when it turns back and blows them in the face. When people start arguing with them about real shit and they don't know how to handle it.
Right. They so foreign from having a conversation to think objectively. Like, I'm like me, if I'm sitting at the table, I may have my perspective on something, right? But if I never lived it and there's somebody there that lived it, I'm gonna just shut the hell up. And I'm gonna just let them talk. I'm not finna refute what they saying. Maybe I ask some questions to get like more understanding or something, but she was trying to cut him off because we already know how the view is. Now I commend the rest of the ladies because they was really listening, and that's what they actually did. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger. You ain't never heard him being racist. You ain't never heard him being in bad faith and everything. So I think that's the reason why they respected him enough to let him say what he had to say in long length. Except the lady that's next, what her name? Not Jordan Behar, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
But every show, she's the main one that's like that. And for her to turn her nose up when he said legal immigration and she's a lawyer, that's telling. That's like, to me, that's telling, because a lot of these industries where you're not supposed to be biased and everything, stuff's supposed to be by the book, by the law and everything, it's getting intertwined with emotions.
Yeah.
And how you feel.
But the law is kind of like lawyers, like they think how they can manipulate something to make it work. And that's probably just how our brain works. It's more like, it's not like
she got a track record of just being emotional. Like when she's on that show, I wouldn't have known if she was a lawyer or not. The way she communicates, you wouldn't know if she's a lawyer. You would just think she's able to articulate herself well, but it is not in a lawyer way. I don't hear any tactics to try to get you to think, like, put you in like in a corner or in a box so you can't fight your way out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's straight up emotion. Like when you hear her, it's like the same thing when you probably talking to a woman and she had a bad day at work, right? She done told you about the same bad day at work with the same person for over a year now, and you've been trying to say, like, what you gonna do? What's the action now? Right? And they get mad at you because you're trying to solve a problem, but she's talking straight up emotion. That's how she talks on that show. It's not that she sound like a lawyer and everything. She just comes from straight emotions and like rage. She gets mad because soon as he said legal, she gasped. She said and touched on him like, hold up, right?
She's one of those ones that I asked, like those one-off situations, like it's like a normal situation. She had one in the arsenal. So like, like, well, if they can't be legal because of blah blah blah, whatever, she had one of those that she was ready to pop off, like a situation that very rarely happens. So, I mean, all those women on there think they roll emotion, and I'm surprised. Well, actually, I'm not surprised they're still on the air. Because that's how most women do go, but I mean, but some of the shit they have said, like, god damn, like, remember that time that what's old girl from the Osbournes was trying to take up for like
Ozzy Osbourne?
No, the daughter Kelly.
Osbourne,
I think she was trying to take up for Mexicans, and she said, "Well, who's gonna clean your toilets?"
Oh yeah,
like they said some wild shit on that, man.
What?
That is racist,
bro. It's like it's like they not listening to what they say, right?
Yeah.
If you was to like hear what they say and align it with what people that own slaves back in the day talk about the economy and how it'll change because the cheap labor will go away, because it's the same situation. It's the same situation. They was like, look, if you take these slaves away and let them free and go and this, that, and third, and we can't get this free labor, how we going to be able to stabilize the economy and everything, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, because they saying, all right, y'all gonna let these go. Who's gonna be cooking your food? Who's gonna be cleaning y'all houses? Who's gonna be cleaning y'all toilets? I'm like, damn, that's disrespectful as hell. I know a bunch of immigrants and some illegal immigrants. They got they doing pretty well.
Yeah, they got their own businesses.
They got their own business and all that stuff.
Here go the disrespect. You get black people, right? I'm first gen American. My parents immigrated over here, so I was born here. So I'm first gen American. But on behalf of the FBAs, the foundational Black Americans, y'all be saying all this disrespectful shit that to me is stupid as fuck. Because when you study slavery, there was black madams and stuff in the houses that was breastfeeding them white babies and all that.
Yeah.
When y'all got free, who the fuck picked up them jobs? Like, y'all really gotta chill, because it's just an exchange. Okay, so now you were blessed to where now you 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th generation American, and now these people are coming over fighting for their lives, and it's almost like you spitting in their face, like almost like you trying to say that they working for free or you better than. Nobody's better than, bro. Like when you die, if your family ain't got it, you get the same dusty ass fish fry everybody else get with the same dusty ass cardboard box. Y'all gotta chill the fuck out with this shit.
That's a fact.
It's a lot of immigrants that's like making way more money than the people that's sitting there talking about they cleaning toilets. That's wild to me.
Oh, bruh. A lot of these immigrants are making money.
I'm not even trying to be super passionate about this shit. It's just, I just hate that when you speak up on some shit, they try to throw you in the motherfucking box. Like, you speak up against it, like, oh, well, you're a Trumper, you're mad. Like, no, bitch, this is fucking reality.
Facts.
Like, let's just make shit make sense down the middle. I don't give a fuck about no red and blue. My red and blue is Bloods and Crips. I barely give a damn about them niggas.
Right. It's just, like I said earlier, is people.
Ain't white in your blood?
Yep.
So why you with the Democrats, bro?
Facts.
So you Crip for politics?
Right.
Yep.
I fuck Donald Trump, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. When I was growing up in the 90s, Trump was like the epitome of being a hustler. All y'all had damn Trump posters and shit.
The book?
He was on Oprah talking about motherfucking tariffs since the 80s. There's a whole book co-signed by Trump.
He got his own book, The Art of the Deal.
Right now is literally in print. And it's been in print since the damn near 90s. Y'all gotta chill out with this shit, man.
He got The Art of the Deal where people, like, you're back in the day when they used to withhold information. This was a situation where you went and got a mentor. The mentor would give you the art of the deal in order if you want to have your own business and everything, so you can learn how to negotiate.
But check this out. When slavery, quote unquote, ended, because it just switched faces, but when it quote unquote ended, all these reparations people are crying for, if you go read your fucking history, you already got the reparations. There was 400,000 acres put to the side or whatever that I don't want to get into names because I don't remember right now. But
I'm about to buy that bit right now.
It was like 400,000 acres put to the side. People did get divvied up they 40 acres. And because they knew that, oh, you know, y'all ain't got a bunch of them. Oh, yeah, see, there you go. Because they knew, you know, 2-3 people can't work the land, then the land actually did come with a mule. That's where the 40 acres in the mule came from. Yep. Then somebody else got into power and they reneged the whole thing.
Hold up, say that again. Say that again. That was hold on. Let for the people in the back. Say that again.
After slavery, there was like 400-something thousand acres that got divvied up between people, and that's kind of where your 40 acres in the mule came. Because if you got your 40 acres, we already know 2-3 people can't work a whole fucking 40 acres. After about 3 acres, you tired. You burnt the fuck out. So it was like, okay, here go your little jackass, your donkey or whatever. Y'all can use this to help plow the rest of the way. Then somebody else got in power and reneged what the last white person did to help the black folk and stole all that stuff back. And that's where everybody daydreaming about 40 acres in a month a mule. But at the same time, y'all were free enough to go out there and hustle. They never took the hustle ability away. Everybody preach about Black Wall Street. They burnt the shit down. When did y'all try to build another one back? Y'all just buy Jordans and Hellcats and try to stun on each other. These motherfuckers come over here and sell perk 10s and fentanyl and fucking come over here and get Hellcats and helicopters, and now y'all mad. But now that shit hit the fan, you fighting for them, and they not even fighting for you when the sun go down. They still gonna shit on you in the morning. So you letting them burn the flag of where this is your residence. If martial law and all that come down, and they bomb this entire fucking country, your house in the ground. They still got a compound back in Yucatan and Sinaloa and shit they can go back to, whether or not they like the area or not. So it's fine to fight for them, but fight for you while you fight for them.
That's fair.
Because right now you're respecting yourself fighting for them.
The 40 acres in the mule, it didn't go exactly like that. It went like
wrong, but
it's in the right direction. But what happened was when they did get the land, all of them didn't get it, but there was a good amount of previous slaves that did get it. And what happened was, because just like you said, it was like only 3 people. They couldn't do it with 3 people. What they did was they had to rent out the equipment and the horses and the feed and all that stuff and get that from the white people. So the money that you would think that they could have made from doing like the same thing, they was actually getting charged to rent out those things and all that stuff. That's the reason why it was unfair, because then they was hiking up and driving up the prices because you were a slave. So the white people could make the money.
I mean, you probably closer to FBA than I am. So, hey, I'm not going to drive too far on the topic, but I just do know a part of my education. I did glaze over that, and I was like,
yeah. Some people, like some slaves, did get it. Not everybody, but some.
No, not everybody, because there was even a family that I believe out in California that had beachfront property that got stolen for XYZ amount of years, and I think a couple years back they finally granted.
They got it back.
Some of the property back. Yeah, but it was stolen from them because it was prime real estate, because it's beachfront, and we all know who like to go to the beaches the most.
But your overall argument about, just the overall aspect, instead of just going to nuance, I do agree with that.
Yep.
But I'm like, shit, when they burn this motherfucker down, we got nowhere to go. Because if my fucking family back from wherever my heritage is from, back in Namibia and Jamaica, disown me, at the end of the day, I'm first-gen American.
Yeah.
When y'all burn this bitch down, I have nowhere to go. Them people got somewhere to go.
Yeah, they do got somewhere to go.
And right now, the only thing that happens, and it happens every fucking presidency, and I don't know why some presidencies they choose to, put it to the forefront, and some they shadow it, is all dude is saying is, hey, we're overwhelmed right now. We can barely take care of our people. We just trying to figure out the chess pieces on the board. Just go back and kick it for a little bit. I know it's not the most pristine of conditions, but go back and kick it. Oh, yeah, see? That's one of them ones.
This the reason. If you read this, I'm not done reading it, but it'll open your eyes to a lot of like, pretty much just make it plain and simple. If you learn how to play chess and you see other people play chess, you can start predicting their moves and all that type of stuff. You be like, all right, I know what kind of strategy they got going on. With politics, if you read this, I'm not saying this is the full guide of politics and everything, but just use this as a euphemism. It's like chess. And then when you start looking at everything that's going on in the world and how things are moving and all that stuff, it'll start making more sense, because
hey, but hold it up sideways. Nah, hold it up sideways. Let me see how many pages in there.
Oh yeah, that bitch did.
Yeah. But it don't say Harry Potter on it, so they ain't gonna look at it.
Exactly. What they said, if you put it in the book, we ain't gonna read it.
That's what they said.
I'm gonna read that bit.
Check it out. So check it out. So check it out. King's Day, the name of King's Day, it got hijacked for political reasons, right? Because of Trump. Actually, it's called 50 50-51. That's the original name of it, because they wanted 50 protesters. They wanted protests in all 50 states at the same time on the same day. So that's why they call it 50-51. Because that's what it is. That's why they call it that. Because when it's like something in the political way, if all 50 states did it at one time, the whole world will be like, United States is going crazy because of Trump. He must be bad if all 50 states had a protest. But
how is he bad? That's what we need to dive into. Nobody will answer that.
It doesn't matter because people don't read. And that's the whole logic of the situation. They know people not going to go do the research. So what's going to happen is, and this is not ChatGPT, I went and researched it, but that's the reason why they are able to do that. You have the Jasmine Crockett's and all that stuff and just say surface level stuff. Trump bad, Republican bad, and this, that, and the third. Nobody go actually do even on the right side, Republicans, they, the left, not the left, but
the right.
No, Democrats sometimes, I mean, they do be having good stuff in bills and everything, but you're not finna get that information because everybody wants to go on an emotional thing. And if you understand humans, just like if you a salesperson, if you sell to their emotions, that's all you need.
You sell to the pain points.
It's been, I guarantee most of y'all done had a good salesman that then sold something to you, and that shit's some bullshit once you get it.
Yeah, they sell because they sold to your pain points. They don't sell. Exactly. They sell to your pain points.
You be like, dog, I got. Yeah. And that's what's going on right now. Because you was just talking, it was just all your feelings, and you were looking at things from a surface level, and you heard all the benefits and everything, and you said all these other people bad. This is the right way. Yep. That's actually what's going on, and that's the reason why a lot of people not looking at things from an objective standpoint and actually doing their own research because it takes too long. Most people, all you got to do is put an article out, and they read the first 3 sentences.
Mm-hmm.
And then now they got a got you moment on you. Just like if you read the data statistics, they'll say women are the most educated in the United States, but they're the most enrolled.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you actually do some more research, if you was to say what's the percentage of people that start in college and get all the way to the four years, I think only it's not a high percentage of people that actually graduate from when the first group that started.
Yep.
Right. Me myself, I used to play in the band. I had like 90 crab brothers that started with me. By the time that I graduated, and by the time in 4 years, it was only like 30 something of us. So you got the most enrolled. See, graduated and enrolled is two totally different things. But the thing about it is women always dominated education in the first place.
Yep. Oh yeah, 100%.
So that's why
they always go into the education program. That's why they were always the teachers back in the day, because that's what they dominated in.
Right. I mean, they're just really good at remembering stuff, and just what school is based on. But if you're talking about just logic and anything you have to do in like the workforce, a lot of times they're just not good at it. Like, especially if they're in managerial roles. Those are just the worst. We were talking about like last week. It's just that they feel like you have to apply so much pressure to get something done. That's not really what you have to do. Especially get something out of someone. So yeah, when you get that argument, if a girl comes to you and said they're educated, to me it's kind of like, oh, okay, cool. You can definitely beat me in an argument, like some dumb shit. But
no, what are you educated in, yo? Like a lot of these chicks, they go out here getting psychology degrees, and you still go to Bobo from the trap, and that nigga run 3,000 circles around your ass.
No, I had
to learn how to read people and still can't read.
I had got in a conversation with somebody before, a woman before, and I got a marketing degree with a concentration in sales. I had my own business. I had 3 car dealerships that I was doing service for. I was doing marketing campaigns, advertising, and everything. So I know how to do.
Shit.
I know how to do.
Look, he slid it in there. He said, "Look, you still went on me."
Hey, I know sale processes. I know branding. I know all that stuff, right?
Somebody marketing department needs some help.
So check it. So I know I had a friend that owned a business, and he was doing fairly well and everything on the up and up, but he had a friend, and then a new friend, and all of us talking about stuff, and they were giving their ideas to my friend, and I was like, "Dog, you ain't got to do all that." They wanted to change the logo. They're like, "Dog, you should change the logo because it looked kind of childish." I was like, "Bro, in his industry, nobody looking at the logo. They looking at what he do. It's manual, right?" I'm leaving names and stuff out there because I don't want it to, But so basically, I said, "Look, just how I just did my little 15 my elevator pitch real quick. I did that. I threw that out there. I was like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just saying stuff because of what I feel, right? I understand what comes when you change your branding. Now you got to change your logo on your shirts. You got to change the stuff on a website. You got to do your metadata. You got to do all that. You got to get your logo officialized and all that type of stuff. That's what you got to do. And that's going to cost more money. What they need to do is focus on getting more clients. That's what they need to do. And they were like, I was like, I got a degree and all that stuff. They were like, I got a degree too. And she was a woman. She's like, I got a degree too. I was like, in what? Guess what? She said journalism. So my sales degree with my marketing degree with concentration in sales and my experience, your journalism degree outweigh my shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's wild to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's
I think a lot of women, just because they have a degree and they probably got a master or doctorate, when we having conversations, they don't know how to bag off if they don't know that much about the situation. They want to throw out their degree anyway because I'm educated, so I should be involved in all conversations. No,
yeah.
If I had a lawyer right now telling me legal stuff about a case and all that stuff, I'm
chilling up.
I'm chilling out. I ain't gonna say I got a marketing degree so I can keep up. I know what I'm talking about. Well, I saw ChatGPT. No, they studied. They passed the bar. And usually they don't get it the first try. You got to do some immense type of like studying, women, man, whatever it is.
Nigga, you got
my sister right now is in school for law. Yeah, I know how hard that bar is secondhand.
You gotta go into a dungeon, boy, by yourself, boy.
Yeah, you gotta
bar. So that ain't just no regular bar.
Right.
Yeah. So I was just tying that logic into the conversation about like how we're looking at things from different perspectives of like the situations as far as politics and everything of that nature. Like everybody feel like they are the expert in politics and they know what's going on, but they don't do no research.
Yep.
None at all. They do service level, read the first 3 letters. They go see a study, but they don't read the whole analysis and see what are the data points that they pulling from. What's all the variables? Because you can pull some data and say, oh, this is X, Y, and Z. You'll be like, okay, what about, did you search these variables as well to tie it in to get a whole story about stuff? So I do data analysis too. So that's one of the things when I be hearing people online and they be talking about data statistics, I'm like, you ain't throw out enough variables to do cross references and see the difference in things. Because if I was on a job and I went to my manager and said, yeah, I found some things in X, Y, and Z, they'll ask me, okay, how does that counter, this as well? I didn't think about that. You're like, well, you didn't give me bad data because you just gave me one data point. I need other data points so we can tell the whole story.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We got to be able to tell the whole story. Women outpacing men in pay and everything. Okay. What age group? What age group? Is it all age groups or is it like, okay, within that age group, how many are educated and not educated. Because then you can say, okay, all right, between 18 and 25, between men and women, all right, who makes more that don't have a degree? More than likely it's gonna be men because they got trades. See, those are data points that nobody be talking about.
Yeah, and then they go off like just one article they read. You know, like anytime someone brings those stats and like articles they read, like I'm pretty sure I can find an article that says eating human shit is good for you. But I mean, that doesn't fucking mean that that eating human shit is good.
More of the story is motherfuckers need to read.
They need to read, bro.
They need to read deeper rather than the surface level shit.
Stop saying they need to read. Start saying they need to research quality information. These bitches out here reading Zane books and shit and know how to suck it from the back and all sorts of shit. And and drop it off the ceiling fan. Y'all reading the wrong shit.
Yeah, they reading Superhead book.
Superhead.
Yeah, y'all reading.
Yeah, Superhead got a book.
Yeah. She got a book.
Mm-hmm.
What, is Eddie Winslow in that bitch?
Telling on all of them. The
ladies reading how to finesse man, and the men reading how to damn put the Pyrex on the stove and whip some baking soda. Y'all reading the wrong shit.
Jesus. Damn. They did my boy Eddie wrong.
When the feds come and do the raid and you flush all the coke down the toilet and plug the pipes, you should have been reading how to be a plumber. Now you can't even clear the drain, so you still going down.
Still going down. They're gonna find it.
They're gonna catch you with 2.5 kilos backed up in the sewer. Y'all reading the wrong shit.
The judge gonna be in the courtroom, so we found two keys a kilo in the pipes. What you guys say about that, Mr. Henderson?
I don't know why they got there.
Y'all are restless simply because you can't do an oil change. You can't do your own brake pads. Oh, well, I bought the electric car because it's less maintenance. Okay, well, I just read a report the other day that somebody's car died on them, and I think it was in Vegas. Their car died. They was panicking, so they didn't know there was an emergency release button. They was locked inside their Tesla until almost a couple minutes before the damn cops got there, and they realized, oh, well, I guess if you take off the window controls or whatever, that's an emergency release latch under that.
Oh, no, better yet. When
they was gonna die, they talking about, now I know how it feels to be like a dog locked in the car. Man, fuck that dog.
No, when Biden
in the car, their windows is cracked.
When Biden was in office, they were talking about we need to stop using, gas vehicles. We need to turn electric and everything.
Yeah.
Trump get in office and partner up with Elon, they start blowing the damn Teslas up.
California
start penalizing the Teslas.
But look at Stellantis. Look at Dodge. Biden said by 2030 we supposed to be all electric. Whoop de whoop de whoop. I was finna just run my shit off moonshine. Fuck what you talking about. Until y'all put a damn solar panel on the hood, roof, and trunk, I don't believe y'all that electricity is efficient. Because why my shit can't charge for free?
Right.
All that was finna do is you stuck on the grid and then increase your damn electric bill at your crib. So you still finna get taxed out the ass.
But I do agree. We need a quality information instead of just whatever information.
Yeah, but look at Dodge. They was trying to make all the Hellcats and all that electric. Trump got in and was like, fucking pipeline back the fuck up because y'all don't even have the infrastructure to do this by that deadline. Now they're like, we're gonna discontinue these electric joints. We trying to figure out how we gonna scramble and retool our factory to start making some more V8s.
Yeah, because they need that bad. I need my American muscle, bro. Fuck all.
Look, I wanted that for electric truck, bro.
Nah, fuck that. I need my American muscle.
Nah, bro, that shit it turns into a generator. You can hook that shit up to your house and it power just like a regular generator.
That's dope. You know what I'm saying? I can just go buy a generator.
That's one thing I wish they would fix is the fucking oil shit, man, for this fucking fuel.
Yeah.
All they trying to do is put y'all on a big computer grid.
Hey, we already own it. We got all our phones right now.
You finna go 53 in a 45, and the cop gonna find your VIN number off your license plate and shut your shit down. Ain't no more running from the cops when everything electric.
I ain't got to run for the cops. I ain't doing shit.
Shit. Until you go through that sundown town and they shut your shit off just for the fuck of it because they run your place to see you black.
I'm not going through sundown towns.
I hope not. Don't you ever get to road tripping.
Me and Courtney, we know we from where they got sundown towns at.
Mm-hmm.
So we can be riding and we about to, hey man, I gotta pee real bad. I'm finna get off on this exit. We be like, nope, show lane.
Nope, don't do it.
It looked too familiar. I'm finna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. When I see that Bucky sign, that's why like, okay, I'm getting close to civilization. I can get off on one of these exits when I start seeing Buckies and shit.
I'm finna put that joint on cruise control and just hang him out the window.
Hey, or get a cup. You can't hold it. Like, hey man, you gotta pull one of them joints. Like, hey nigga, just don't look back. I done
got on side of the road and opened the passenger side and just squatted and pissed real quick on the side of the road and got that Germex and kept it tripping.
I'm telling you, boy. Fuck.
Hey, my internet went out for a second. What the hell y'all talking about?
It's all good. Don't even worry about it. We about to go to the next topic.
Marcus on that Wi-Fi. He on that brought to you by Cricket Wireless.
Hey.
Nobody got
that T-Mobile, same shit, bro. Same
he
shit.
He put a new password in for the AOL.
He using his hotspot on that bomber phone.
Yo, I'm hitting my neighbor, bro. Hey, you changed that passcode or what?
We got that T-Mobile Wi-Fi, bro.
Hey, bro, shit, yeah, your boy got to step it up, man.
Wi-Fi from Sheen.
Yeah. I'm about to ask the neighbor for the passcode.
Bruh. Nah, man. Look, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, man. Look, what y'all don't understand is we gonna be one of the dopest shows out here on YouTube, bro. So if y'all haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and make sure you share this with your family, friends, girlfriend, your boyfriend, and your husbands. So let's go to the next topic, bro. My man, Mark Lamont Hill, bro. I here getting pepper sprayed.
Bro, I saw that shit, bro. Hey, I don't necessarily care for Mark. It's not that I don't hate nobody. I don't like his takes and his worldview and shit. Yeah. But I was scared for him though.
I wasn't scared for him. It was just a situation for me. I'm like, fam, you saw this coming, fam.
He need to get security now.
Hold on, listen. He got security. That's the thing. Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Oh, you still get tackled like a linebacker?
Yeah, watch this shit. This is crazy, bro.
Because my family is absolutely connected to me.
It's kind of low.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for helping him. However, I know that it's been brought to your attention kind of recently about basically what is going on in regards to the CIA. So what I mean by that is basically
look. You see, look. Listen, he comes signaling. He's signaling.
Yeah.
Color money.
He's signaling.
Yes, that I had encountered.
No, I've never met him before.
Look, he already looks spooked.
I'm gonna ask him to take a step.
First of all, he said take a step back. I'm gonna let it play all the way through. Then I go back. Man.
This woman's broken into the store and vandalized, but it's like this Karen Robinson. Yeah, I've never met this woman before.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call the cops.
Press charges.
Thank you.
Press charges. You think? Look, she's smiling. She's crazy.
She don't care.
She's definitely loony.
Look, now watch this. But here's the thing, though. This is how slow I think Mark Lamont is.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for helping him. However,
hey, Court.
I know that.
Pause it.
Yeah, I paused it.
You know why he's slow?
Why?
He got his legs crossed. So he got the Cameroon specials.
Why are you gay?
Now I bet. Hey, look, me and Bias, we right here with it.
I ain't go ahead and play, man. I ain't gotta say it.
Hold on.
Well, here's the thing, though, bro.
Why your leg? If you see danger coming. Why your legs still crossed?
That's what I'm saying. It ain't even the fact about your legs, but it's the fact that you didn't move. That's my thing. You didn't.
I would have stood up. I was like, hey man, what you doing, man? Hey, you getting too close. You're too close now.
Because watch, he telling her to move back. He telling her to don't come closer. And he's still sitting down.
That knee to knee ain't for me.
I think you know who she is, bro.
Look, I'm gonna tell you why after you play it again. I'm gonna tell you exactly the reason why he's slow.
I think he knows she is.
He looking. Watch this. I'm gonna ask you. He said, "I'm gonna ask you to step back."
No, but wait.
Now all of a sudden,
put a stop hand up though.
She said, hey.
That's what the message was.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the point. I would have already been standing up when she started walking towards his way. I'm like, hey, what's good? Like why you walking over here? And now all of a sudden she in arm's reach. Oh, now you want to start moving. And you tripping over.
I think he probably got shot.
But this nigga tackled the shit out of her ass though. Hold up. Fam.
He was waiting to spear somebody.
He waterboy hit that girl, boy.
Yeah. He's like, I was hoping for a dude, but this will work.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you the first of all, Courtney. I'm gonna tell you the reason why he was so slow, bro. I know you be watching the Joe Budden show, right?
Mm-hmm.
You saw when old buddy, I think it was Ish. He was saying that, like, not Ish, but it was somebody, and it was like that he take the side of women all the time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got way more patience when it come to women. So, like, if that was a dude finna walk, he would have stood up. It would have been totally different. But because it's a woman, he want to be careful, calm. I just want to make sure she's comfortable, we're comfortable, and I'm gonna get everybody. Nah, man, like that's the reason why I said I was scared for him.
Yeah,
because that could have been a situation where she had a gun.
Oh yeah, she had a gun.
It would have been over with. Right? That's why I was like, when I first started seeing the video, I might disagree with somebody, but I never say something like that is deserving just because you have a difference of opinion, right?
Right.
So it's like, why? Like, I don't even know what he is saying that would make like women in general, or some women, a woman in general, that want to cause harm.
But she was saying something like something about some sexual harassment. I mean, I don't know if she's talking about him or someone he knew.
But he's an advocate, like,
yeah,
for
right.
like the Me Too movement and everything. So that's why I'm confused. Like, what is her deal?
She just want to be mad at somebody. And plus on top of that, she on the spectrum too. So yeah.
Room 9, dog.
They're down the hall. Them down the hall people, bro. I'm telling you.
They get them snacks first. They be on first wave. Well, they got 0.1 wave. They already got it's like they got a special wave for lunch for them. And then everybody else come after that. You know, if you on first wave, you see them leaving.
Get in the graveyard shift.
You know, if you was on, yes, I got first wave, we're gonna have the fresh food. You be walking in, they be leaving. They done already ate. Now they finna pop a movie in and shit.
Yeah.
This and that. You walking by the room. My name's Jeff. Let me stop, bro. We're gonna get taken out this fucking show, bro.
But yeah, but yeah, I was scared for him because I was thinking like he gotta have better security now because he is getting bigger. He's on the Joe Budden show. Yep. He's doing debates with Candace Owens and debating people. He's on Piers Morgan. Like, he gotta have security, bro. Because as you can see, you got people it don't matter what it is, they just unhappy in this world, bro. And they will take it out on anybody.
Yep.
Especially prominent people that got voice, right?
I agree.
That's crazy.
Gotta have security, bro.
Wait, bro, I'm biasly wrong, bro. What you think, bro?
You finna roast again, dog.
What you got, bro?
First of all, like I've been saying for weeks, that shit is knee for knee ain't for me. That shit right there is atrocious.
And he got some tight ass pants on, bro.
When you cross your legs, it is ankle to knee, not knee to knee.
And I've been switching mine because mine get tired fast. I'd be like, hold up, bro. This shit's starting to hurt.
I swear.
Then the second thing, I don't know if I done ran through too many hoes in my lifetime or what. But you should know how to fucking read body language, bro.
Yeah.
If a chick is slowly walking down on you like Precious was walking down that bucket of chicken before she snatched it. Somebody get the fuck up out of there.
Got to run, dog.
Get up out of there. You don't know what she could do.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't grew up with no Spanish women where y'all was at?
Not where me and Courtney was at.
Yeah.
Because Dominican, Puerto Rican, you pissed them off? Yeah, that motherfucking switchblade coming out. You ain't getting no pepper spray.
That's why I said I was scared. Because where we from?
Pepper spray, she rolling like the police. You was finna get sliced and diced.
Yeah.
Go to the Bronx and be moving slow like that and see what happened to you.
I thought he was finna get shot, bro.
Boy, you gonna be on the news. Like. You gonna be on the teleprompter.
Cause I was like, that slow walk up, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to stand up as soon as you go. She went past the mic.
Yep. Like, what's good with it, bro?
Signal for security. Security is not on their P's and Q's.
That boy said.
As soon as she took the first step, stand up.
But he looked like
that crazy bitch out there again.
I think he thought he got shot though. I think he thought he got shot.
Yeah, probably too. He probably thought something happened because that nigga he tripped all over the chair and everything.
He was like, damn, too late.
He was like, damn, it's over with.
Nigga ain't got no athleticism at all.
Oh no. I don't know. I think he was trying to I don't know. But looked like when he rolled back in, he was gonna fucking boot her in the face. But I don't know if that's what it was or not.
Okay. So you saw that too, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I knew I want to trip hole. Let me see. That's why. Let me see that part because it did kind of did look like that was gonna happen when she did that shit.
Oh, he was finna boot her.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You saw that?
It was that. Yeah. I think he realized that camera was on. He was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
No, if my last day on Earth is because I got shot by somebody with the cold dorm room attire on, bro.
No, go back to when she started walking. Hit play and watch when she start walking up.
It looked like she was doing a walk of shame outside the dorm room.
Look at this shit.
You know about the sexual abuse
When she moved like that, he signaled.
No, all right, but now watch when she start moving.
No, I've never met her before.
Look,
you see that?
Yep.
You see that? Right? You see that?
Like you still sitting there cross-legged, bro.
Yeah, but do you know what National Geographic taught me?
What's that?
Nigga, run!
They about to start pouncing on your head.
Yeah. He should have, bro.
No, I'm just saying, when you in the wilderness and you see a lioness drop head below shoulders and get to doing a slow creep, that motherfucker's in attack mode. It don't give 9 shits what you got going. Either you charge directly at that motherfucker, you take off running. Either way it go, they finna come after you.
I don't think he good at body language, bro.
Yeah, he don't know how to read that, boy, because that's Respucia coming at you full speed. How you doing?
Because you got to think about it. He usually do things online.
That's true.
In controlled environments. Like he on the Joe Budden podcast. So you ain't gotta worry about none of that stuff going on. Then when he on Piers Morgan and he on all these debates and everything, you're dealing with people that's on the opposite aisle that know how to conduct themselves. He's out in the wild doing personal stuff. It's totally different.
Has nobody watched the damn UN fucking meeting? Everybody worried about how the hell America operate right now. You ain't seen one of them G7 summits?
Dog, it looked like the floor level of like the trade market or whatever. That's how it look. And it look busy. They be yelling at each other and all that type of shit.
Bro, them G7 summits look like you done bought fucking WrestleMania tickets and they told you that the crowd could get some work too.
Exactly.
It be chairs across the room, papers everywhere. Like, come on, man. You gotta know some sort of body language.
But he ain't used to that. He used to doing stuff and people know how to behave. So now I think he's gonna beef up stuff because, like, hey, y'all put the mic back there. If you realize when people like Jordan, what his name is? What's the smart dude? Anyway, usually when people are coming up and talking and everything, they usually put the mic in the middle of the aisle between everybody. They are never that close for this reason. So people do have time just in case somebody want to do, and they put it all the way towards the back.
Yeah.
Right. He too comfortable. It's too like, why you gotta be that close on a microphone?
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's speakers.
Just like your boy Officer Tatum, he got him way the fuck out.
Way back there.
Yep, and he got security. He got security locked and loaded, ready, and they ready.
Yeah. And that fool's an ex-cop, so he knows what's up.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm cool.
Yep.
When we go on tour, don't put that mic next to me.
Oh, that's a fact. Put that shit all the way in the back. You understand me? Put it all the way in the back. Look, ain't nobody getting close. You ain't touching nothing.
It's 2025. Cameras got zoom.
Yep, that's it.
Zoom in. We be all right.
We got security all around. Ain't nobody playing.
I might have my own little plexiglass around me, bro, so I don't get hit.
This nigga said plexiglass. Oh shit. Oh man.
And then she vandalized. He said she vandalized his stuff before.
Like, he said the library. I think it was the library or some shit.
What type of time you on, man? It's like we the most living check to check, not getting paid enough, broke, everybody can't do stuff, woe is me stuff, but we got the most free time to do dumb shit like this all the damn time.
Yep.
I mean, but it ties into our other conversation. You see a migrant looting. I mean, don't get me wrong, they don't really be looting, but we just creating a scenario.
Right.
See one of them migrants looting your mom and pop corner store. You gonna sit there and watch them light the Molotov cocktail and throw it before you be like, oh my God, why are you doing this? Who got a bottle of water for me to put it out?
Time to go home.
You should have tackled him the minute he was looking for his lighter.
I ain't tackling shit. I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm about that bit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I look at that. I'm like, oh shit, it's about to get.
I'm
real.
walking, bro. Unless I own that bitch, that's the only way I'm gonna do something.
No, but he signaled for security. The minute she walked off from the mic.
Yep. He should have already walked up. He should have went and stood in front of him. That's when he should have walked up and stood in front of Mark Lamont and like, hey, bro, what you doing? He should have called her before when she took 2 steps.
But when you playing football, you're reactive. You reading the reactive.
Yep.
As soon as that ball snapped, you on somebody's ass. Pause.
I think Mills is just as boring.
Now,
I don't think he had a security there.
If they call false start, oh well. But as soon as you see that ball move, somebody getting cracked.
Thanks.
So as soon as he signaled, security dude should have been like, shit, let me at least get within 3 feet of buddy. Don't just stand where you at.
Yep.
That's why I said color money. That's what Ply said when he got dropped off the stage. Y'all remember that shit?
Nah.
Y'all remember that? You were like color money.
Yeah. Nah. That's crazy.
Color money.
Yeah, that's throwback.
Hell yeah, that's throwback like a motherfucker.
Color money.
But yeah, man,
Nah, you know what security you need? He need fucking what's his name? Dave Chappelle security when that motherfucker tried to rush him on the stage. He was right there. He was right there for him.
They beat the shit out his dude. That dude ass, bro.
They fucked him up.
Yeah, they fucked him up, bro. Even the
his fucking
comedian
face was lit up. Yeah.
Listen, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit that notification bell as well. So we're gonna go to the last topic of the night, and this one is about modern dating and relationships. So I found a topic, and it's on 8 at the Table. They be stressing me out, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you. Shit that they be talking, but I haven't listened to it yet because I wanted to listen to it in real time. So I'm gonna play it. This is a 10-minute video, so we'll stop in, we'll stop in certain points and then talk about it. But let's get to it.
When people say you can do anything you want, I hate when people say you can be whatever you want. I hate when people say there's someone out there for you. No, there's not, and no, you can't.
That's yours.
No, that's the reality, because when you live as such, you're left like, why am I having a poor outcome? And it's really because what you think you have the choice of, is it possible? Hell, anything is possible. But the odds are like winning the lottery. And if we know how the lottery works here, right? I don't know how many millions of people play. Only one person wins. But for some odd reason, it gives the illusion of hope, which is like a disease. And then people just think that they can be the lucky one too. No, you can't. No, most likely you won't. So when we understand that, then that's going to make us understand, hey, look, that woman over there, guess what? She was able to find a rich man that loves her right. Most times it's not that way. Mm-hmm. Hey, that man over there, he thought that girl was going to treat him right or be what he wanted her to be. Most likely she won't. So when we understand that the reality is the odds of what we are, desire, like they gave us the paradox of choice that we can have and achieve any type of relationship, is not true. But it's funny, like when I think about it with proven concept, I also feel like a lot of things have fell off. Like marriage back, if we go like, 1,000, 500, 300, 200 years ago, marriage worked because there was even exchange, right? If it wasn't the partner, it was the partner's family or someone within that family. Somebody was putting in some type of equal value, right? But now we got this new theory of marriage where it's just love based, right? Where it's like, okay, if you make me feel some type of way, then that means that we can last longer or whatnot. But then 9 times out of 10, your feelings going to be shifted and changed for many different reasons. Sometimes you only feel this way because this person can provide certain lifestyles for you. When that person loses their job or for any reason why the finances run tight, they can no longer provide that lifestyle for you. Now, all of a sudden, the way you feel has changed. But if we really go back to the foundation of things, then I think proven concept works. But at this point in time, modern dating in totality has no structure, has no foundation, and really has no real theory. We have no real studies because everybody who's really living in this modern day world of dating is probably like 21 to 29.
I think it all just goes down to convenience, honestly. Back then, it was just more convenient to be with one person and to just live your lives as a happy mother, father, couple kids home. And now it's just it was just easier to do. It was a simpler lifestyle. And now we're just overstimulated. We're looking at this, we're looking at that, we're seeing these girls, those guys, like, and we're traveling more. We weren't, a lot of people that never even left the hood before. And now all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm about to go to Atlanta, even if you've been in motherfucking Hartford all your life, and now all of a sudden, because everybody traveling, you want to go to Atlanta. You want to
But look, here, check this out. Proven concept that having multiple wives works. This is not, but this is not like the non-proven concept.
Introducing Wegovy through Hims. Ready to lose up to 20% of your body weight
I got something to say.
through Hims.
All right, I guess I'm gonna say.
What you got?
Man, it's like so I'm married, my wife, everybody in her family married. Her brother, her mom and dad, her grandparents was married, cousins married, everybody married, right? My family, everybody's married. Both of us come from a married family, you know what I'm saying? Lineage of marriage, right? Of course, there's some people that's not married. Right. But when I be hearing like these conversations, I'm not saying my way is right, all the way right for everybody, but there is blueprints to our template that you can use. And it's like they all out here, it's like going to a job and you just figuring it out as you go, and nobody's providing no templates on how shit should go. And if you do give them the template, it's like they fight against it. And what I'll be hearing, like what Rico is, what's his name? Rico?
Yeah, Rico. Yeah.
I understand what he's saying a little bit, but I can just summarize what he's saying. I think women, they look at possibility, men look at probability.
Yeah.
Right. Women, they look at possibility and they'll hold on to that possibility, and that would cause them to really overlook a lot of good men. They can actually have that relationship and marriage and that life that it's not stressful. They not finna have that boogeyman complex that they got. Every time you talk to them about men, they always bringing out the worst of the type of men.
Yep.
Right. So if you was to look at things from a probability standpoint, you would look at moral qualities that you can rock with, so you can have that probability of being happy in a relationship. Because those type of character traits will transfer into a marriage. You won't be surprised or there won't be that many changes if you look at the traits that are transferable to a long-lasting relationship, other than you looking at possibility. So you overlooking like a lot of men. So you're not really focusing on what actually things that can go into a long-lasting relationship, traits that goes in a long-lasting relationship. Old girl, she talking about a whole bunch of shit that don't even goddamn matter with what's going on. She talking about you ain't left the everybody overstimulated and you ain't never left nowhere and this, that, and third. Bro, we back in the day, people was in proximity. So you met old girl, she lived in the next neighborhood, the neighborhood over, and y'all grew up and y'all got married, but you knew they family and they family knew the family over there, so it was easier to type of mess because don't mess with them, they crazy. Or that's a good family. You probably need to go check that out because they got good morals. The dad, he worked at the shipyard. The mom, she a nurse. She educated. She do this on the weekends. She help with the kids and everything. Yeah, that's probably a good, it's one of those type of things. So when I be hearing what they be saying, you got all these single ass people on here just blind leading the blind, and they getting information from other blind people leading the blind.
Yeah. They just go on, for me, it seems like they just go on the wildest emotions. She's talking about traveling. I think what she pretty much means is she's going with the flow. So like going traveling, so she goes to places where dudes are showing her so much attention. You got different kind of guys. Talking about Atlanta, you got rich dudes. You got semi-rich dudes that just give them all this damn attention, acting like they like them, and they think that's why everyone should be. Even when you said Rico was saying that it's proven where you have multiple wives, that's the same kind of thing to me too, with just the way I feel about if you're gonna get married. Just the way women work, to me, that's just asking for a fucking problem, man. I mean, yeah, you might get convinced a couple girls to marry you, and it'll work out for a while, but eventually something's gonna happen. One of those chicks, something is going to fuck up. Like I just don't. That whole concept, I just don't get it. I don't get the whole thing. Obviously we can do it, and it seems like it would probably be the funnest time in the world, but I mean, just because it's fun doesn't mean it's something you should do, I mean, I just don't see any long time coming out of it. But that's how women are doing it too. They're just going by their feelings, what's fun.
Well, and then on top of that though, a lot of this shit it's unrealistic too. They talking about just because, and this is the problem, and this is the only problem I would say that social media has, is that it gives people the illusion that they can just travel anywhere they want and then do what they will. Right, and get the person that they want. Your average person ain't traveling like that. Your average woman, your average man ain't traveling like that. Everything is still in proximity. If you live in Phoenix, Arizona, you pretty much more than likely we talk about we talk about the probability, not the possibility. The probability of you finding someone in Phoenix versus finding someone across the fucking country is gonna be slim to none, right?
Yeah.
So your average the average Joe or the average Mary that you're passing by every single day is not traveling like that. And so this is where they get so far removed from the actual conversation and what's actually going on out here. Your average person ain't doing that. So like Macaroni Tony said, there's always a foundation of how to do something. Just like when just how you operate businesses, just how you operate in anything. There's always a foundation of how you do something. Then you take that and you adopt it and you make it your own. It's kind of like how you got McDonald's, but then you got Burger King. You got Burger King, you got Wendy's. You got Wendy's, you got In-N-Out. There's always a blueprint, but everybody turns it and makes it their own. And so, is there a blueprint for marriage? Absolutely. 1000%. There's always a blueprint because you can always look somewhere. You're going to find a successful relationship. You're going to find a successful marriage. And you find that blueprint, and then you take what is successful in that blueprint, and then you make it your own with this person or that individual that you decide you want to get married to. That's the problem. But I don't know what the fuck they be talking about, man. They be blowing my mind.
Yeah, I mean, these cats make more money than the normal people do, so they can have wild kind of lives. They can do stuff that normal people can't do. So yeah, I mean, it is kind of disingenuous for them to talk about what other people should be doing versus because they can do it. Not a lot of people can do it, and they shouldn't try to live that life. But that's the thing, though. It's easier for women to fall into that if you're just based on attention, because women are going to always get attention. And they got to understand not all attention is good attention. And I think that's kind of what veers them away from like that normal life. If you go out to the club, just say if you stay local, you go out to the club, you're going to always get hollered at. Like, it don't matter how you look. You can find a place where motherfuckers will be hollering at your ass.
Yep.
The biggest thing is I just wish they knew the difference from some cat trying to smash versus some dude trying to be with them. You know what I mean? I think
all attention.
Yeah, I think they would be a lot better if they understood, because you hear them all the time when they're like these conversations where they have with a man. They try to tell a man what a man wants. It's like no, we don't. That's not true. That's not the way it is. Like, just because I holler at you, and maybe if I got a lot of money, I might spend it on you, but I didn't ask you to marry me. I'm not telling you to come meet my family. I mean, I don't really fucking like your ass. In their mind, they think, again, like we were talking last week, that means that they got all this attention, they got all these people that's in their lineup and all that stuff like that, and it's not the truth, man. You're just a booty call.
Yeah, they it's like a lot of women, they got the boogeyman complex. I love saying the boogeyman complex because that's what's been created in today's society as far as when it comes to dating. Every man is the worst of the worst. There's only a few men out there that are worth a damn and doing what they're supposed to do. But in all in a real aspect, right? There are way more good guys than what people think.
Yep.
I think the problem is with a lot of women, they can't get past where they met that man at that point in time in life. Yeah. It's like they have this thing where a lot of the guys that they didn't have experience with, that man is that man for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's the pool that they pulling from. These men ain't shit, this, that, and the third. And this ain't shit stuff is pretty subjective in the first place, because we might just don't align, and I didn't mistreat you, but in your head I did.
Yeah.
I probably didn't give the time. I felt like I was giving you enough time, but we was unclear. We was young, whatever. We in college and everything. I thought I gave you time, but you wanted more. So you took it to heart, and you were talking to your friends, and your friends beefed up what happened, the experience, way more than what it really is. So now in your head, you always come across ain't shit ass dude. So then they had the boogeyman complex, and they met that man in college. They met this man when they was 28. They met these men when they was at this age. a lot of these guys, they are not the same men mentally when they get in they like 30, when they get like around 31, 32. Life whooping your ass. People treat you different. I think a lot of women, they don't respect the men experience and journey. And the men that's out here doing what they doing was that they don't even go to the club no more. Can't stand it. They don't go to the bars like that no more. They be going to speakeasy. They go golfing now. They go do all these other things. They meeting up in groups. They going to the cigar lounge. They networking. They going to business expos. They doing this. Hey, maybe I should tap in trading. I'm finna just tap in for a good 3 months. I'm not really going nowhere. I'm kicking it. But we're not out there. So the men that ain't really got nothing going on, that's who they run into all the time. So when we have these conversations, they be bringing up the worst of the worst, which I call the boogeyman, to validate how the men that do have substance, right? What we trying to tell them of like what the actual good men are thinking.
Yeah.
So we'll say, good men, they not really looking for all that hair, like all that shit that she got going on. A dude that's been disciplined, he's at this certain spot in their life. Probably the man that she would want. That's with substance. He got money, he got status. He's emotionally intelligent. He's able to articulate himself. He got charisma. He got his own house. He got everything. Check off all the boxes. That guy probably wouldn't want to talk to her for real, because based on how she present herself. But if we sit there and tell that, they'll say we misogynistic. Y'all don't know her struggle. Her hair look cute. It look cute to y'all, but no.
Or some dude trying to smash.
Like, yeah, exactly. They just trying to smash. You done heard women say, I done dated them all. You the common denominator.
Yep. Exactly.
Hold
on. Before you go, let me keep playing. Let me keep playing it.
Okay.
Before we go, let me play a little bit more.
But one of the oldest religions promotes polygamy. This is a fact.
Somehow, but now everything is out in the open.
No, because we are saying we're overstimulated, right?
Yeah, but now everything is out in the open. So even if a woman didn't know, if a man was a great man and leaving and going to work, but his job didn't require for him to be at work for 10 hours and he could go and have another life at that time. Nope, everything is not being like, you can't be like, oh, I can see on your phone that you're not at work. Or, oh, somebody just posted a video at Walgreens and I saw you in the background holding hands with somebody. Like 40 years ago, that wasn't happening. So now everything is getting more difficult because everything is more.
Do you guys think it's FOMO?
I might say so. Fear of missing out.
What the fuck she talking about, bro?
No, do you guys think it's really? Do you guys think it's FOMO? Like you fear you're gonna miss out? Because I'm trying to think of it from an objective.
Fear of missing out of what?
So like you in this house, you've been with this person for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. The gram is popping. The streets are popping. Like yo, what I'm still doing? Like
now your life.
I'm about to start.
That is a weak individual that chooses divorce because they feel like they're missing out on the street.
Why do they have to be a weak individual though? Why can't people just
married?
People's feelings.
No, but I'm married, but I have a fear of missing out.
No, not even missing out. But what if missing out is more of, okay, I'm in a marriage that's not taking me to places that I feel like I should be going. What if I feel more stagnant? Or what if I feel like I'm not able to do the things that I see people surpass? Like, I do want to be a multimillionaire. Why is it that I'm watching everybody be a multimillionaire and I feel like, okay, is it just because I'm content in my situation? It's okay to feel that way, to see everybody else progressing around you and then just feel, okay, you know what? There's something stagnant going on in my life and I'm watching everybody, you know, hit milestones and milestones. And sometimes maybe that's the reason your relationship doesn't work. It doesn't have to be because of that person. You want to leave that person. Because.
Well, I was just going to ask, like, is that stagnant, like, aspect of your life because of your relationship?
Sometimes it can be. Sometimes a person can be so content and like, you know, they don't have as, like, I know that I've dated people that weren't as big of dreamers as me, or people that were afraid to just take a chance or make an investment or do this and do that. And sometimes you're with someone who's going to make let's just be safe. I've seen couples grow for years. I mean,
see, hold up, but I gotta pause it. I gotta say some shit. I gotta say something because this is where the shit starts to frustrate me a lot.
Everybody think they can be a damn millionaire, and you finna fuck up your whole relationship because you're not a millionaire. Man, who How do you know you got what it takes to be a damn million? Maybe you the fuck the reason.
You're not even giving it the thing is, you're not even giving it the opportunity because you're too busy worried about everybody else instead of worried about your own household. If you are in a marriage, if you are a woman in a marriage, or if you are a man that's in the marriage, and you say, look, I want to figure out how the fuck to become a millionaire. The opportunity is out here for everybody. Now, of course, we all know everybody's not going to become that, right? But the opportunity is out there for you to work for it, to do the necessary thing that you need to do in order to get to that point. Why is it so hard for these women? And I'm not only going to talk about the women. I'm going to talk about some men too, because there are some lazy ass men out here too who don't know how to get out the mud. They are comfortable in who they are. They just are stagnant and shit like that. And so that's despicable to me too. But in this conversation right here, because I'm speaking on her. Why is it so fucking hard for you to have this communication with your guy, with your dude, and say, look, I'm a woman that needs X, Y, and Z. However, I want to make sure that I do this with you, right? So I want to make sure I become the best help me that I could possibly be to help us get to that point, right? So what are the necessary things that you need from me as your wife in order for us to get to this point, so that way we can live lives that I believe that we have the potential to make? Sit down and have the fucking conversation. That's the problem. People aren't having conversation. It's, oh, I feel this way because feelings are fleeting. I feel this way. I feel like this should do this. So if I feel this way, that means this is how it should go. So that means if I feel as if I need to be with somebody else because I want to be a multi-millionaire and I just feel as if it's not working here with me. That's what you're supposed to do. You decided to marry this person, right? Through sickness, through health, rich and for poor. That's what you're supposed to do. You have a covenant. You have made a promise to this person to make sure that you're going to rock with them. You're going to be their ride or die. That's what a ride or die is. That's what you're supposed to do.
Let me ask you this, Courtney.
What's up?
The way she presents herself and the way she talks and everything, her mindset, the way she communicates, the way she looks, the way she dressed. Do you think she was ever taught how to do that or even witnessed it?
Absolutely not. She hasn't.
That's the answer.
But
absolutely.
Even based on what you just said, she seems like the one who's like, I want to be independent. I want to make the money. I want to be the millionaire. I want to do all this. So that makes me ask the question: what the fuck's it have to do with the dude then? I don't understand, because she just said, I want to be this. I want to do this. She didn't say we. She said I, me.
That's another good question.
That goes to what I was saying, because she never was taught it, or she probably never seen it. So that's the whole issue at hand. She can't even grab the concept, because if you was raised around it and you seen it and you was taught it, she probably wouldn't even be up here saying what she's saying right now.
Yep.
You have to listen to how she communicates and understand where she's coming from. She's coming from herself. I mean, she's coming from a place of self. Yep. If I am not a millionaire, it must be who I'm with. If I'm married and I want to be a millionaire and I'm not getting there, I feel unfulfilled. I'm looking at him because I've been taught that I should be able to be whatever I want to be. And if I'm in a marriage with somebody and I don't feel like he's as ambitious as me, he's pulling me down. Yeah. So I got to get up out of there. If you was raised around marriage or you was taught it, right, you'll be saying what Courtney was saying.
Yeah.
And was like, hey, this is what I want to do. What is the plan? If you good at what you talking about, you just want to work where you want and you good and you don't want to do more. Well, I'm gonna go find the answers. Can you just support me and we take it into the moon, right? That's how it'll be. That's how the marriage is. But society has taught women, even everything that I'm saying right now, you're less of a man because you're not wanting more. Even though y'all in two separate endeavors. Yep. You want to be an entrepreneur, but I got a career and I'm trying to matriculate through my career. But that's what I'm doing, and I'm focusing on all that. which is paying for our benefits, your teeth, your health, and all that type of stuff, because you want to be an entrepreneur and you're not quite there yet. It's cool to have aspirations, but I'm taking a lot of the load of the real shit in marriage. Because if something happened to you and we don't have insurance, and I tap in this thing called entrepreneurship with you, we ain't got no insurance unless we paying for it out of our pocket.
Yep.
Right? There's no teamwork in any of her logic of what she's talking about.
Yep.
No.
So that's the reason why that's where y'all be saying when that's like coming from a place of seeing it actually happen. I done seen my mom and dad lift as they climb. They started at zero together.
Yep.
It wasn't no conversation about 50-50 and 80-20 and all that type of stuff. I saw how they went from nothing and lifted at they climb to the point they was doing better than most people at their age, even at this point in their age.
Yep.
Right? I don't understand why all these damn chicks come from like they was the CPAs of their granddad and their grandma. How the fuck you know what was going on back then when they was in their 20s? How you saw the end result when your dad or your granddad matriculated through whatever endeavor that he had, and now he can pay all the bills when he was like 30 years old. Y'all don't know nothing that you and your grandma and granddad had got going on when they was in their 20s. They was lifting as they climb. How the hell they was going through Jim Crow, but he had all the money to pay all the fucking bills?
Right.
There's a lapse of history with a lot of these women. At one point, they'll say, the men are not like our granddads. And then you'll flip it, depending on the conversation. We don't want people like our granddads because they was beating shit out of us and they was using us as property.
Exactly.
Y'all got to fucking pick a lie.
Yep.
Dude, I feel like they got like a puzzle that was made in 10 different colors. And they got the right pieces, but they're all different fucking colors, man. Like,
no, they got two pieces, but they don't know how to put them motherfuckers together. It'd be upside down, and they don't keep one piece in place and rotate the other one so it can be right. They be moving it at the goddamn same time. And like, I don't understand. They can't figure it out. Why it just won't work?
They just pluck whatever the fuck they want that fits their narrative.
Yeah, and they the CPA or they mom or their grandmom and all that type of stuff. My dad, he paid all the bills. How do you wasn't even thought of when they was together?
Yeah.
You wasn't even thought of. You don't know what the hell they had going on. Whatever works in your house works in your house. And she's suffering from a situation. She's looking at all these outside entities to put aside. I mean, to put alongside of her aspirations that's based off other people.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I want to be a millionaire. Go do the research and see how many millionaires it is.
I agree.
Yep.
It's not an easy thing. It takes a while. It takes a while, depending on like, how you gonna become a millionaire? Have you backward engineered your process? You're a millionaire. What industry? What you got to do to get there? How many employees you need to and do that? How you gonna upscale? What's the future plan with that? Like, they don't even be thinking about that stuff. They just like, I want to be a millionaire because my friend's millionaires. And they just and another thing, they just be lying their ass up here, bro.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Oh,
if you go look at how many millionaires it is in the United States, how many of them are women? How many of them have successful businesses, right? What's the average amount of black people, men and women? What's the average net income of all entrepreneurs that own a business? The average net income is like $19,000. It's $19,000. And you might have the national average of all black businesses, 2 employees. That means you got a lot of people that just got another job. And they don't know how to scale the business because they have the mindset of I'm gonna just get it out the mud and just do it by myself, and they don't want to listen to anybody.
Yeah.
But majority of millionaires are married.
Yep.
So you shooting yourself in the foot. This man is alleviating a lot of things that if you want to become a millionaire because you married, you can get there faster because there's more resources in the house. So if there's more resources in the house and you're not a millionaire yet and he dragging you down, you kick him to the curb, break up the house. Now you start from zero. And you ain't got no help. Your friends ain't finna help you because they too busy doing what they doing.
Hey, well, that's Snow White kind of world. She's gonna find a millionaire who's gonna come up in his Maserati, pick her up, and marry her like on the second date.
Probability versus possibility.
Yeah, I mean the other person had it right. That FOMO, they had it right. That's exactly what it is. But they'll just call it some other shit, just like she did. Hey,
they're not gonna admit it.
No, not gonna admit it. But that's exactly what it is. Oh, my husband's not ambitious enough. You know.
So I'll say this.
Blah, blah.
My bad. Go ahead. My bad. But
no, you got it.
I'll say this: there's an 8%. It's 8% of Black self-made millionaires. The majority of that 8% are Black men, and that number for women is an insignificant number that you can't even put out. That you won't even put out because the number is so insignificant of how many Black women self-made millionaires there are. So that right there puts a number in itself. So there are 27% of self-made millionaires across the board. 27%. 8% of that 27% are Black people. So that puts things into perspective for a lot of people. So a lot of these women who talk about these millionaires and shit like that, for one, it goes to show you that it's a facade for a lot of these people talking about, yeah, I'm a self-made millionaire. A lot of y'all niggas lying. That's one. But that don't mean that you aren't living in the middle class. That don't mean that you aren't living good, that you aren't living in a comfortable life, but you just ain't a millionaire.
Right. So
that's 8%. So that's a very small percentage of people. So then when you start to break it down, when you start to talk about, when you start checking off the boxes, like you said, charismatic, need him to be in shape. I need him to be emotional, intelligent. All of these different things, this whole full laundry list of things that you want from this man. That means he is the 1% of the fucking 1% of Black people because you already got 8%. That's a small percent when you talk about 8%. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? Who the fuck are y'all listening to? What the fuck are y'all watching? When y'all talk about these type of men that y'all look for, y'all are fucking delusional.
I think they purposely, well, I ain't gonna say purposely. I think in the back of the head is something that they're doing to eliminate themselves from commitment because they don't know how to operate within a relationship themselves.
Yep.
Because if you get all that shit, or you get majority of it, all right, you get an emotionally intelligent man. He check all the boxes. He emotionally intelligent. You only want the emotionally intelligent when he's talking about other shit. But when it comes to your bullshit that you got going on and how it made it feel, like now you got to look at yourself in the mirror, and oftentimes that's not going to happen because women think emotional intelligence is the ability to just to talk about your feelings. And oftentimes when women start talking about their feelings, they get real emotional and they start attacking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence is to be able to control your emotions while articulating what you want to somebody else while understanding what you say may affect their feelings as well. That's emotional intelligence. So majority of times men practice emotional intelligence because before we start even talking to the woman, we say, hey, babe, I got something to tell you. I don't want you to be mad. This is just something that's coming from me. It's a concern. I love you. I don't see anything different, but I think it's something that we need to talk about.
Yep.
Right? Soon as he started talking about, she'll bring up some shit. I'm like, well, what about you? You did this and this, that, and the third. I understand that, but we're talking about we can talk about what we did, what I did, but right now I'm talking about how you make me feel in that certain point. See, that's emotionally intelligent because I didn't disrespect her at all. I just told her how I felt, and then I was in control of my emotions, even though it made me feel some type of way. What she did, she didn't practice emotional intelligence because she went on straight on attack mode. She invalidated what I said.
Well, I think a lot of them want
I've seen long-lasting marriages and relationships.
Oh shit, my bad. Go ahead.
They see emotional intelligence. I think a lot of them just want you to be a simp and you're just gonna deal with that shit. Like, I think there's emotional intelligence for them.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, deal with my shit.
I agree. Well, let me play the rest of it.
Relationships, but I'm like, yo, that person used to be like that person really could have gone far, but instead they ended up taking the safer route.
But do you wait? Hold on, I have a question. But is it like to a point where you start looking at outside of you so much that you become dependent of outside of you?
True.
Like, I think there comes a time where, okay, you might want to be a multimillionaire. That doesn't mean your partner wants to be a multimillionaire. You know what I mean? I think sometimes we get stuck on our goals and projecting our goals into our partners. So if that's your goal, that's like your responsibility.
So do you stay with that person that you're not?
Well, no, like you don't. Like, I think that's when you take inventory and say, am I projecting what I want into my partner? Maybe that's not what my partner wants. Those are also not after marriage conversations. Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't even be married at that point.
But why is it that, like, I mean, my thing is this: when people are in a real healthy situation, you're in a good situation, right? Your spouse loves you, they treat you right. You may not be a multimillionaire, but you have a decent way of living. And then you see the outside world, and then you bite the apple. And once you bite the apple, out of nowhere, you're the disease in your house. And now you want to be a multimillionaire. Now you became stagnant. Now your spouse isn't doing enough. And now your relationship is hindering you. But if you never saw and compared your life to those whoever else that you're seeing, you would be happy.
Can I answer that with really one simple and I'm not saying that I agree with this, but I think the response is
if you own a gun, then just buying concealed carry insurance isn't enough to be prepared.
Hey, buddy said this trumps America.
And so I
Fuck
think
that
that sometimes
relationship
when
shit.
the haze clears
what you need.
and when, you know, the scales come off your eyes, you be like, oh shit, I've been out here fucking around for a long ass time. I need to be doing something more. I need to be doing X, Y, and Z. So again, these are not post-marriage, you know, conversations, but I think that is like the very like easiest way to respond to that.
And my response to that response would be no, because I've heard it and sometimes and I agree, but my response is it's like I understand when you want to do more, and if you know better, you do better, right? But we have to understand that more is greed sometimes. When you have something good, you don't need more. You can want more, you can desire more, but you don't need more. And 9 times out of 10, if more was really for you, you would have already been on that path. You would have already been on that journey. A lot of people lose everything chasing more, right? I'll give you a random example. A lot of people go to the casino, right? I was a heavy gambler at one point. It's not that I never lost. I mean, it's not that I never won. I actually won all the time. I hit every single time I went to the casino. The problem was I never stopped. So when I never stopped, by the end of the day, I was in the negatives. So that's how I feel like people look at life and people look at, you know, their life in comparison to.
You hit all the time.
You always won.
Exactly. I won every time.
But you don't stop.
But I don't stop. So you end up losing it all. Because when you have enough, you never realize what's enough because you're always thinking you can get more.
So after you win, you end up putting it all in like I'm all in.
When you win, you keep playing because the winning is if you get a little bit of a reward for doing something, you're gonna think there's more reward.
Give up though.
I'm not telling people to give up.
Don't dream big. Don't strive for more.
No, I'm telling people
the person that you're with over your own feelings.
I'm telling people understand when you have something good, and understand what you don't have might be for your benefit.
I understand that.
And when you understand that, then people might stop. I don't believe in dream chasing if you wasn't a dream chaser. Like, you just don't turn on the switch and then risk everything. Now, sometimes it does work, but again, very, very, very few people make that work, make that transition. Most people fail.
People do a lot of different things.
Oh my God, bro. I hate those type of responses. Everybody do a lot of different things. Duh.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? A lot of people do a lot of different things. And see, so that's what I be talking about, bro. It'd be like it's like what you know, OGs back in the day, you like don't argue with women because it's not that you don't win. It just don't correlate, right? It's like he's literally giving them the game about because I got a friend. He's a entrepreneur. He do DNA testing, and he was that super duper entrepreneur. Read self-motivation books. I'm in this thing. I'm going to this convention and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 and this, that, and the third, on that type of stuff.
Yep.
He's been doing it for a while. He's very successful.
Mm-hmm.
He got his own building now, DNA service building. He was like, Clem, I was wrong. He was like, dog, this shit is not for the weak. Everybody, that's the reason why it's so few, because people see the good shit in it. Like being able to say I'm a millionaire and I'll drive this car and all this stuff. But he said, man, he done took so many gambles.
Mm-hmm.
He done had to make like he done had to like make something out of nothing because he got people on his payroll. And it's not that he's tired of it, he don't like it, he's in it, it's cool. But he just saying it's a different perspective. It's like if you want to have your side gig, just have that.
Yeah.
Get your regular job, have your side gig, right? So you can have your job, good paying job, have the benefits. You have your side gig so you can do it on your own pace. Because once you go all in, you all the way in. And the percentage of failed businesses is high. So you sitting here banking your success trying to be a millionaire and you trying to blame it on the relationship. And that's what he was trying to articulate to them. If you got something good and you have your goals and everything, and you looking at, before everything was good, but you want more, you done messed up a marriage because you wanted more. Now you by yourself. You're not even looking at the future, because 5 years from now, you still probably ain't where you want to be.
Yep.
Because you just don't have what it takes to be that person. You're not staying up, losing sleep. You like, well, I'm tired. I'll do it tomorrow.
Look, we losing sleep. We losing sleep right now, nigga. We finna make these millions. You feel me?
I ain't losing shit. I'm just letting y'all cook. I'm waiting for my turn.
And then and I say that I'll let him go because I know he's finna go crazy. But I know why he gonna go crazy. But I just think like I was saying before, I think a lot of people, and I'm gonna just say this for men and women, I think right now we live in a society that we purposely put roadblocks to lose out because we don't want to actually be in that situation and be accountable for our actions, that growth. Because I think some people think when you get married that's where it is and you're going to be straight for the rest of your life. My dad always told me this. He said, you're going to be forever learning your wife. You're going to learn something new all the time about your wife. It's always going to be something new. He like, even today, he learned something new about my mom, because as y'all grow as individuals, I mean, together, y'all still have individual path that's going on, and you probably, you might change perspectives on that. And you're like, oh, I didn't know you thought like that. Oh, well, recently I just kind of look at things kind of differently. Like, oh, okay, cool. Yep. So I wouldn't mess up. Like, if you was to flip this, right, and a dude said, I want to be a millionaire, and he trying to level up, and he wasn't getting there, and his wife wasn't trying to be a millionaire too, and we're like, well, we got to drop that bitch, we'll be looking crazy.
That's true. That's true.
That whole conversation would be totally different. You don't want to pour into your wife. What if she doesn't want to be? What if she want to be a stay-at-home wife and want to take care of the kids? What about that? What if she don't want to deal with all that nuance and all that crazy stuff and risk and stress and added on stress because she gonna have postpartism and her body is gonna change. She don't want to add all that extra stuff. But shut the fuck up.
Look at the same girl saying that.
Right. Postpartism, man. Come on.
She can understand now when it's flipped around, but when it's going that other way, it's all backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But what he said, I'll make it short. But yeah, what he said was, like they will ruin a good relationship over some pipe dream. They think it's gonna be better on the other side. Like I've personally seen this shit before. The dude is really good dude. May not be like the bad boy type. May not be, you know, someone who is, you know, does like crazy wild shit, but a real good person. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then, yeah. They end up just throwing a bomb in a good relationship, and they end up going to some other dude, most time a bad boy, and end up fucked. You know, and yeah, I don't see, if you got something good, man. I just don't see any reason to just blow that up over something you thinking you can get better, especially something like materialistic. If you're thinking about, you know, money or anything like that. Like you said, Courtney, like these people aren't even having these conversations. They're not even going to that person and talking. They're thinking in their mind that they don't want to offend the person or, you know, try to make them do something they don't want to do. You got to talk to them first, especially about something like that. You know, and that's a reason a lot of people are breaking up, because they're not even talking. Like, shit, one of my relationships back in the day, like I remember like going to work, everything was fine, it was all good. I'm like, man, she typically like text me around this time. Nothing. Yeah. I'm all like, what the hell's going on? Like, whatever. Then I find out, then she held this shit in for about a week. That she went through. I fell asleep and something popped up on my phone. It was another girl text me about some other shit, but then she finally ended up saying, but I'm like, yo, if you'd have talked to me about it, I would have fucking told you what it was. You know what I'm saying? And it's just shit like that, bro. Like, but yeah, I'll leave it there. But yeah, definitely gotta have more communication.
All right, JV, what you got, bro?
I have to move out the way of traffic. I wasn't trying to protest, but you see that box truck right there?
Yeah.
Don't get hit by that bitch.
See how it said life's biases on the back?
Yeah.
That's because all y'all motherfuckers full of shit, man. Let that fucking train fucking go where the fuck it gotta go. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man.
Go out of here with that shit.
That's why I moved out the way and just sat back. Make sure y'all can read the whole background. I ain't waste my time on AI fucking getting this shit for y'all.
Yeah.
Everything on there strategic. Unbiasedly raw, we on Raw Ave, and that truck is leaving. Let them biases depart. Everybody want to have their cake and eat it too. Y'all motherfuckers complaining about doing laundry and washing dishes, but all of a sudden you want to be a fucking millionaire. Do you know what it takes to be a millionaire?
No, it takes a lot, bro.
Y'all weaponizing y'all pussy and all this other stuff, but y'all don't want y'all man to go get no ass around the corner. And y'all mad at poly relationships. Not all poly relationships is about sex. Some of it is about actual community building and fucking getting ahead. Some of them holy books that you read, a lot of them people in them books had 7, 8 wives. And those people were divvying up their roles to make sure that the entire kingdom got ahead. So stop with this bullshit. Y'all be with somebody that'll be with y'all through the mud. And the minute that you get dirt on your shoe, you want to up and leave the motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Y'all can get played around in the streets and try to double back and wonder why y'all getting those. I don't want you no more. When I wanted some head in my toxic phase in the 8th grade and you said no, and then you went and gave Dirty Dick Derek some head, I didn't want you after that. Don't come back 2 baby daddies, 3 kids later with all them stretch marks and shit that I didn't see get created. They're fucking loose as a goose and think that I'm finna fucking pick you. No, you not worth $1 million no more. Get this little $40 on your dresser. Let me get my stress off and we can fucking depart where we depart.
No.
Because y'all motherfuckers sit up here and disrespect fucking men all goddamn day for no reason. Y'all disrespect y'all daddies and y'all grandfathers speaking on the past.
Yep.
Life was cheaper back then. Yeah, Grandpa Bo had 3, 4, 5 families all across town and took care of all of them. The mortgage on the houses was $300 a month.
If that.
Nah, that bitch was like $150.
And the plant was paying enough for them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason y'all out here getting y'all heart broke. Because y'all chasing after these trap niggas that can actually do that shit. But the minute the feds come scoop their ass up, you ass out. And the motherfucker that have to sit back and watch you for 8 to 10 years go play with all these fucking motherfuckers in the street and was building something and finally got his 401k stacked up and all this and finally at the start line to make some moves, don't want you no more. You burnt the fuck out.
Yep. That's a fact.
I'm chill with these fucking conversations going off the deep end. Men risk their lives every day just to fucking say that one chick is theirs, let alone 2 or 3. Even when that man cheating on you, he risking his life. And he still got to pay the bills for all the bitches.
Yep.
And y'all just unappreciative. I read a story the other day on Facebook. Some chick, I don't know if she made it up or not, but she was complaining about, how her man cheated on her with somebody that never missed a day of church and whoop-de-whoop. But the whole time she was pregnant, the chick was bringing diapers and she got the breast pump for her and all that. That's your sister wife, man.
At this point.
Hey, girl code, man.
She was looking out for you at your lowest time.
I saw a chick say, sometimes good men is not good enough.
And my thing is,
I heard that.
First of all, you need to go back to fucking, I don't care if it's the fucking library of Harry Potter. Put them damn feelings on the back shelf and let the dust build on them bitches, because feelings don't get you nowhere. Love ain't about fucking feelings. That's a whole job. Love is something you actively do. I like you out of feelings. Love, I gotta try, because when you fuck up, I gotta love you through that. When you disrespect me, I gotta love you through that. When you cheat on me or I cheat on you, we gotta love each other through that. That's work.
That's a fact.
Whether I like you or not, I love you enough to fucking give you another chance.
Not me, but I hear you.
I mean, I ain't have 500K bounty on my head, so I understand where you coming from. But love is work.
That's a fact.
When you go to school and you graduate, you get a certificate. When you pick a motherfucker out these streets and be like, hey, bitch, you mine. Not to disrespect women, but I'm kind of lit off that juice right now. when you pick a shorty out the streets and be like, hey, look, you mine. Come over here. I'm going to take care of you. Rain, hail, sleet, or snow. It's gonna hail. It's gonna rain. It's gonna snow. I'm going to still get up every day and do what I got to do to make sure you taken care of. That's my promise to you. And I got a certificate that proves that. The same way if I went to college, I got a certificate that proves I graduated. The same way if I go get a GED, I got a certificate to prove that I knew what the fuck I was talking about. The same way that if I go through high school and I graduate without having to get the GED and do it the right way, I get a diploma saying, hey, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So when I picked you, I knew what the fuck I was talking about. If I treat you like a priority, quit treating me like a fucking option. Because you keep talking about your daddy and your granddaddy and your mama and your grandmama ain't treat them like no fucking option. And they knew they was getting cheated on. And some of them was cheating back and daddy knew too and he ain't say shit. And then y'all out here with all this misandry left, right, and center and can't nobody speak back on it. But the minute we speak and we say some shit, it's misogynistic. It's that. You must like Kevin Samuels. Oh, Andrew Tate this. No, bitch, your daddy say the same shit at the barbershop. He just don't say it at home, so you ain't never heard him say it. So now you think that we fucking the demons.
That's a fact.
The truth.
I'm the only child of my single mom. I know what the fuck y'all talk about at them nail salons and them hair stores and them at them hair appointments. Y'all be trying to act like men don't know the women struggle.
It's worse.
Men ain't talking shit on women for no reason, just the same way women ain't talking shit on men for no reason. The problem is, the few good men that is trying to pick y'all motherfuckers and change y'all demonize us because y'all want to run with y'all homegirls that choose fucking dumb people and y'all want to be with them because it look cool. Then you throw us under the bus and fuck our lives up and then come back trying to say sorry on the back end when we ain't got shit for you. Don't put me on child support. Put me in jail, have all these... Look at that dude, Antoine Massey. I ain't saying that's an upstanding citizen in society, but at the same time, you was fucking with a shorty. She got in her feelings. And because that buddy had priors, he rotting in jail. He had to break out and make a whole damn drama scene on the internet just to half-ass be heard. And he broke out. She still came and gave him some head.
Of course.
So y'all demonize the people that fight for y'all. Y'all got movements talking about, oh, F men, the world would be better without men. I think fucking not.
Yeah, that shit delusional as fuck.
I done seen Survivors Island already. 3 of y'all on y'all period. Y'all all fighting on how to build a damn campfire. How the fuck y'all gonna build a house?
Right.
The B4 movement and shit, decentering men and all that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, have you seen how some of these people, okay, so let's take an industry like the oil field, for example. Some of those dudes work 6, 7, 8 months offshore on end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And then get 4, 5 months off a year. The women can't even hold it down for that. This man is with heavy machinery. Shit's coming through 10,000 PSI. Shit weighing 7, 8, 10,000 pounds. They dealing with this shit by hand. Minimal safety equipment. Yeah, they got OSHA regulations, but shit, let's face it. At the end of the day, OSHA not gonna get you through the end of your day when it comes to your job. Sometimes you got to step outside of them lines, and it's a 20-25% of risk that you taking that you just hoping nothing happens to you in that little window so you can get your job done.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, you got to get your job done.
My dad, tugboat pilot, and he was gone for 21 days and home for 10.
Yep.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. And my mom had to hold it down for them 21 days while he was on the boat. And it was 3 kids.
Exactly. But everybody know it's a running joke. Military wives are easy. Motherfuckers would deploy and go fight Russia and Ukraine right now, and shorty down at the bar trying to see who she gonna top off because she's lonely.
Yeah.
That man overseas with Jergens beating the skin off his shit. You think he ain't lonely? He just watched 2 of his homies die. All y'all gotta do is make 3 sandwiches and fucking wash some seats once a week.
That's it.
No, you can just make sure food there. It ain't even gotta be nothing. It ain't even gotta be nothing. You ain't even gotta fix nothing. It's like long as the food is there. Like we not asking you to cook. It's like majority of stuff that the women be complaining about. Men have created shit to make it easy. Y'all not washing clothes on the little rack thing, doing like that and putting on clothesline and shit. You just throwing shit in the motherfucking shit and drying it. They even got services down the street that they'll wash, dry, and fold all that shit.
I respect our ancestors of yesteryear. I went to junior high in Jamaica. I went to high school in Nigeria. I done personally rubbed the knuckles off my fingers washing clothes because ain't no goddamn washing machine in sight.
Right.
I done personally flicked locusts off my clothes because as soon as the clothes is dry, they over there trying to eat the damn cotton off the threads. And my shit drying on the clothesline.
Yep.
Motherfuckers ain't going through the half. And this is why I went off on the other segment when we was talking about the migrants. I done actually lived overseas as the people. Fuck them resorts. I done been in the barrios in the hoods, hand to hand with people that ain't got shit. And those are some of the happiest people I ever met.
Yep.
We got everything.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Y'all skipped 2 nights on PS5 and y'all fucking entire month fucked off. Motherfuckers happy that they had 2 sandwiches this week.
I've been to Morocco and I toured there, Morocco and Algeria for 2 weeks, and we went to this shelter where all the kids were there. They came to the village where they stayed in and slaughtered all they parents, but they have enough morals to don't kill kids, so all of them in the shelter. And they said this is the first and last time that they will ever see an American. And I saw how they live, and that gave me a whole new perspective when I came back home. So, like, just like what you're saying, I don't think people really think how good it is. It's not that crazy.
All these conversations tie into everything, and everybody want to have internet talking points. Nah, bro. Knock that gristle off the bone. Let's peel this motherfucking onion back.
Yeah, stop regurgitating the same shit, right?
I don't give a damn about left wing, right wing. It's the same fucking plane. If that bitch crash, it crashed. Everybody gone. Then the plane just crashed overseas and only one person survived, seat 11A. You think he gave a fuck about the engine on the left wing and the right wing? That motherfucker happy to be walking. I seen the video on Twitter. He was slapping people that was touching him. He like, shit, I should be dead right now. Why are you touching me? I see where the ambulance is at. I'm walking there. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to process this shit mentally.
Yeah.
Men go through the most bullshit day to day. And they wake up every day and like, you know what? I think I'm going to fight for another day. It's Men's Mental Health Month right now. It's people going through things you would never know. It's people out here on the freeway doing 2-3 laps on the freeway before they get home just to get cussed out by their chick talking about, oh, you got off 3-4 hours ago. Why you ain't been here yet? This is the exact reason he ain't come straight home.
They be that's the reason why back in the day your granddad used to be in the front yard in that truck that don't work drinking beer.
Exactly.
It's better to be out there than be in the house with air conditioning because you already know she gonna be in there nagging about nothing.
I mean, 40%
it's better to live on a roof than in the house with the chorus of woman.
Yeah, but 40% of the country music I done listen to is about a man on the porch with his dog, drinking a Budweiser, thinking about life.
That's the simple shit. And of course, that's what peace is to most men.
But I know Martha in the kitchen cooking biscuits from scratch. But he know once he get in there, oh, why you ain't stop at the store and get some milk? You knew we only had one egg left. Why are you nagging, man? I barely made it home today.
Hey, that's why motherfuckers don't get married these days.
Like,
yeah, I just consider myself lucky, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I consider myself lucky, bro.
I ain't gonna, man. Listen, bro. I don't know. Everybody got their own reason. I'm listen. I set the standard up front. Fuck that.
I get it, but
I don't argue, dog. I don't argue.
I don't argue either.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I'm working on that.
Like, I'm not about to argue with you, bro. I'm a nuts. Like, I'm all about peace at the end of the day. I'm not gonna give you a reason to trip out. And so if you're gonna try to find the argument, you better go somewhere else because it ain't gonna happen over here. I'm chilling. So
yeah, that's the thing. There's a certain percentage of women that argue and turns them on, and I get it. Like we just covered 2-3 shows ago.
Fact.
From where I'm from, I love the ratchets. You gonna get your 90 days with me. Courtney said he ain't going. He say on day 9 you go. I might tap your spine for the next
Day 1, man. I'm out. Shit, I can't deal with that.
I understand where Mark is coming from.
Hey,
Clem know me, bro. Like
Mark just heard the show was cut on, and next thing you know, he owed 500,000. So I know he ain't giving nobody no leeway.
I think I'm worse. I'm worse than Courtney, bro.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like the low tolerance, bro. It's bad. Like that's why I never had a lot of girlfriends. Like I had situations, but I never like had a lot of girlfriends, bro. Never. Because
me neither.
No, what I'm saying is because I saw that what I had to deal with earlier. I ain't want to deal with that.
Yep, same.
But here go the thing. I dated a pastor's daughter. She tried to hit me with a pregnancy scare. I knew I ain't never not once nutted in her. All my babies been played inside.
I'm gonna say I had the Jimmy on extra tight.
I mean, don't
That
get me
bitch
wrong.
never popped.
Don't get me wrong.
He had a Jimmy on.
No reason. Raw been law. I don't hit nothing that I don't think I could hit raw. That's just security in itself, but that's gonna have to be a topic for another day. But
oh shit, hold on. What time is it over there where you at, Matt? I know you finna be hurting.
Oh, me? No, I took a nap.
Oh, okay. Well, you
I told you I prepped for this shit.
Hey, shout out to this 4-hour stream, but
no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. That's why I said I took a nap. I took a nap, so I'm good.
I know every batch of kids I done shot out done landed in them sheets and played this some tide. Don't play with me like you afraid. So she tried it like 2-3 times. Like, oh, I think I'm late. I'm like, oh well, text me when you early.
Like, you 3 times? Dog.
She like, oh, so you're not gonna have no reaction? No, you're doing it for a reaction. I don't care.
Yeah,
bro. Do you just sit down and think about these, or do it just like come off like the dome, like with your euphemisms and shit?
You ever watch battle rap?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you battle rap?
I used to.
Okay, so you kind of talented. You talented with it. Okay. You be going off the dome with it, Shay. Yeah, Shay. Word is born, Shay. Word is born, Shay. Word to mother.
It shot something inside a Clorox.
But all bullshit aside, that ass, like, she was trying to play me. It didn't go her way. Then I get married. She ended up getting married. She hit me in the DMs one day talking about, ooh, guess what? I'm like, what? My husband got your same first name.
Damn. I bet her husband would love to hear that. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit?
Gonna hear it one day now.
I don't get to tell, so I mean, he ain't never gonna know.
That's weird, bro.
He ain't never gonna know because I ain't gonna drop no name, but I'm just saying it's the fact that you tried all this bullshit, it ain't working, and you went out and found something of likeness.
Bro,
either
that's
you
crazy.
tried to find somebody look like me, you found somebody with my same name, like that's wild to me. So
really, girls are like that. There's a ton of girls out there like that that'll call you and tell you some shit about the dude they with, trying to make you try and see if they get a reaction out of you. It's kind of like, bro, come on, man.
No, shit. We should have went over that topic, bro.
Which one?
Some chick said that I forgot where it came from, but said some chick told her fiance they about to get married. They was about to get married in like a week, and she said that she need to go visit her ex to tell her final goodbye.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You talking about that white couple?
Was it white?
Yeah, it was a white couple, bro.
I seen that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But that's
Hold on. Why would you? Why? Like, that's why what you said that reminded me. Like, why do they do stuff like that?
So, like, we on this, right? So they talking about the whole polygamy, and you get girls like, "Oh, I can't share. I'm selfish." Sharing runs in your family. You and your siblings share 3 different dads. Your older sister got 2 baby daddies with 5 kids. The only reason you ain't got none is because you was over there with the me-bounds at Planned Parenthood.
Wow.
The me-bounds.
But I would say some women might say, there's not a lot of men that's able to do, like, in today's economy, right? Not trying to compare previous year. You got some women that say that a lot of men are not able in this economy to do that. Do what the dad did back in the day.
To do what?
Be able to have 3 or more chicks at one time living up under the house to take care of all of them.
Okay, but when they get broke, when they get their heart broke 7 times, they go run over there and play gay anyway. So you can get along with the women when your heart broke. Why you can't get along with the women that your baby daddy seen potential in? He seen potential in you and put one in you. Quit fighting the other mom. Work together.
I think me and Marcus agree on that. I don't even want like that many. I'm good with one.
One's good enough for me, bro. I
get that. But for the people that is not good for, I mean, back in the day, it took a village, it took a community to raise a child.
Yeah.
But nowadays, y'all don't even want community because even the women themselves fighting each other. When I was in New York and I went to a private Catholic school, I had a babysitter after school because, like I told you before, I'm an only child on my mom's side. I'm the first from my dad, but I'm the only child from my mom, and I grew up with my mom. My babysitter, her and her best friend ended up having kids around the same time. Their schedules, they traded off on their work schedules. So her friend would drop her kid off for her to watch. She breastfed her friend's baby. That's how close they were.
Shit. What? Do it work like that? Can it work like that?
When you best friends, but I physically seen this lady had 2 kids. I know she ain't had no twins. And she used to whip that little titty out and plug it in that kid's mouth when he was hungry. And then when her kids started crying, she whipped the other one out and plugged it in that kid's mouth until they held up. The same way like we was talking about slavery back in the day. They had some of the pregnant slaves that they bring in the house because they was producing milk, and you go feed them white babies. So you disrespecting all the black people when you over here racist when you done drank chocolate milk.
So you mean tell me that it's some guys out here that grew up that can say, man, I was sucking on your mama titty.
And they mean it.
Yep. That's a fact.
Oh man. Like me and your mama close.
We real close. Real close. Come on now. Let me see if she with it.
We right there.
But I mean, when folks our age, they just saying it to be disrespectful.
I know. We understand. We understand it. It's just one of those. It's like one of those inside jokes.
So serious, you know, they was hitting the Dougie like paid in full in that thing. But no, there's some people that you calling this woman auntie, and you wonder why she get the rights to beat your ass, and this other person don't. That's because you sucked that titty before.
You sucked that titty.
You damn near her kid.
You got a rite of passage. You just suck that titty.
Exactly. But nowadays, your neighbor won't even let you discipline their kid when they know that their kid wrong.
They won't even let you if your kid is wrong in school.
Mm-hmm.
They won't even let you discipline their phone like they kid. If their kid got the phone out and they not supposed to have the phone out, the teacher take it. The mom or dad come up there, raise hell because they talking about you don't pay my bill to that phone.
Bro, that's the craziest shit in the world.
That's so wild to me.
That is crazy.
I'll be like, look, give me the phone. And she give me the phone. I look at my daughter or something like that. That phone is done.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'm trying to figure out how much trauma these people really swear that they went through. Because men go through trauma too.
I think a good amount, but I don't think it's as much as it is. I think a lot of people hear different stories from other people and they like to insert themselves in it, especially like women. If you talk to a woman, if you talk to a woman and you disagree with her, and you do not like her, women would look at that and say you hate all women. So what usually happens is if you're talking to one woman or something like that, they like to insert themselves as if they're right there. And then they internalize the situation and say, you must hate all women. You hate black women. No, I don't hate all. I just don't like her because she's saying some wild shit. Yeah. And then you ask them, is she saying some wild shit? Yeah, she might be saying some wild shit, but you don't have to talk to her like that and everything. Why don't you just talk to her? I'm talking to her.
Check this out, right? If everybody has different backgrounds, then these women need to understand that, hey, sometimes the message is the message. Fuck the tone. That was the shit that pissed me off the most when Kevin Samuels was alive. I don't like the way he said that.
Oh, bitch, yeah.
No, they often said, I do not disagree with what he's saying, but it was the tone. And that's one of those
care.
That's one of those indicators that I got that I could always understand if she had men around her in her life.
But
the majority of the women that had men around her in her life, they are more acceptable of the directness that men, how direct men communicate.
Yeah, but the thing is, not to channel the homie, not to channel my inner 2K right now. But
shit.
Shout out to 2K.
Sometimes you see where the DV enter the conversation.
Y'all just be talking, man.
No. When I'm trying to tell you something and you keep trying, okay, so the Arnold Schwarzenegger clip, for instance, that lady kept trying to touch him and talk over him. Let him get his point off.
Yeah.
Then you speak. My internet just glitched out. I had to catch back up to the conversation. The whole time I was here, I sat quiet and let y'all get y'all stress off. Men understand that, hey, there is a certain risk of violence if you keep trying to cut people off when they're speaking. Let them get their point off. You get your point off. You're going to get your turn. Now, if I let you get your turn and then you disrespect me during my turn, shit sometimes does get primal.
Facts.
It's crazy.
So if you bring out my inner Ike, don't be crying like Tina.
That's another thing.
And I told you, Ike said, hey, check this out. Tina's friend can get it too. Because he knows she done ran off and was talking to her girls. So no, if you was enabling her to catch this ass whooping and I catch you in traffic.
No, the best one was that Joe Budden clip when they were talking about that, and old boy was like, yeah, he was like, do you think it's wise if I tell you to shut up and you keep talking? That shit was funny.
Buddy, like I knew what he was saying, right? But it just looked it all bad. He was like, but look though, check it. If I tell you to shut the fuck up, right?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Do you think it's wise for you to keep talking?
You think it's wise for me to keep talking?
Right, he was dead ass, like Mr.
He was serious
got
too, bro.
on the color purple guy.
He was serious, man. Oh damn. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, right? So men give women a lot of grace, especially if we chose you. But then the thing is, a lot of them just turn around and spit in our face.
Yeah.
Everybody want to own a business, but don't know what it takes to be a business owner. Right?
Agreed.
Some of us right here, we either got baby mamas, wives, whatever right now. We're up in the wee hours of the morning grinding because we know it's going to pay off. They not finna do this shit.
That's true.
Luckily, the ones of us that do have women in our houses right now, the women know, hey, I don't give a fuck how loud they yelling right now. We gonna shut the hell up because when we want that Birkin bag, they ain't arguing with us. They earning their keep.
My wife, she out of town, so I got the house to myself.
That's why you've been talking.
But
still, if she was here,
right now, she to be fine.
The house big enough, she can't hear me, so it's all good.
I don't care. Mine could be sleeping in my lap right now. She gonna let me do me. Because at the end of the day, I got her. When shit hit the fan, I'm putting my life on the line to protect you.
It's a fact.
And in the early days of the relationship, those were things that I had to let you know. Hey, your homegirls is out here fighting for their life.
You good over here, Cat.
Right.
And based off the fact that them is your homegirls, to a certain extent, I might try to help. But if they reject me once, that's it. They cooked. But when it comes to you, I got you. That's what I signed up for.
Hey,
so you gotta prove to me that when shit go bad with me, you got me. If not, I'm gone. Because there's nothing I can do with you that I can't do without you.
Yeah, that's fact.
But I appreciate the fact that you're willing to ride with me. So I'm gonna make sure that I look out for you to the third degree. But a lot of these people, they get in relationships. Oh, hey girl, you know you gotta have that extra bank account that he don't know about. You just keep putting some money for what? So now this man been unemployed for 3-4 months. You got an extra bank account with money sitting in there. You ain't put nothing on these bills, but you pressuring him to fucking go out there and try and make shit happen. You ain't even trying to step up and be like, you know what? I got you.
I've been stacking for this long, you know what I'm saying, for rainy days like this. So I got you. Don't even trip.
But you want to jump on the internet and say you don't want nobody to go 50-50. That's why you want somebody that's going 100 in on you while you go 83%.
Yeah.
So you could put 17% up for a rainy day when you got an escape plan.
And then when he don't got the job or he laid off or whatever, and you know the nest egg is spent, he's stressed every night, not getting a lot of sleep because he's, you know, us internally, we want to we are providers, we want to provide. That shit don't sit well with us, and we sit here stressing. We found out you got a whole escape plan.
Yeah,
with my money.
Men jump in shark infested waters every day. No
That's wild. Really nasty.
We watched the Titanic. Jack died. She survived.
Yeah.
As the ship went down.
He ain't complain.
Yeah. He did it.
But now, this was lovely.
But you know what? We're gonna just end it here because we fall damn near 4 hours in, and
this was lovely.
Greatness can go on, but we'll leave some for next week.
Got to. We got too much in us. Can't give them all up in one day. Can't give it all to them in one day. Gotta leave them room for more. Listen, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. If you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Listen, we are here every Tuesday at 9:05 p.m. Banter and Barter Tuesdays. And listen, any ladies who want to be on the panel, you can hit me up on my DM on IG. Hit me up if you want to be on the panel, but you have to be on camera. You cannot be off the camera. You have to be on camera, right? Hit me up on my IG, Courtnee Edgar Show. And then for next time, make sure y'all are here. Make sure you're here on Saturday as well, 9:05 p.m.
Listen, when you come up here, please do not be emotional. We're not attacking you. We're just trying to have raw, unfiltered conversations.
Facts.
So fuck the messenger. Listen to the message and give your input.
That's it. That's all. And that's all we ask for. We want your authentic. We want your authentic input. We don't want how you exactly feel about the situation or whatever the topics are. Tell us your thoughts. It don't matter, right, wrong, indifferent. This ain't an echo chamber, all right? So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Listen, we got to get to 1K. We got to get to 1K subscribers, y'all. So we almost there. We slowly ramping up. So we got to get there. So if you haven't shared this yet, make sure you share this live. Make sure you share all the posts that we post. Look, we're going to get there. But until next time, I'll holler. We'll see y'all later, man.
Peace.